There we go. Let's actually click the button for the microphone. Apparently, when I switched over from the start splash screen to the actual in-game thing, I didn't click the microphone button as well properly at the same time. That's a lot of stuff flying through the air over there. That's quite impressive. Yes, so welcome to the stream. Sorry, it's a little bit late tonight, but I had some other stuff going on in real life, and I had a meeting I needed to go to. Not a work thing, but a drama group thing. So that's yeah. But now let's try and make up for some lost time and try and get things going. And I am technically a professional, thank you very much, because, well, this has actually just about started making money. So, yeah, by definition, I am inherently professional, even if I'm not very good at it. Hello, Metbar. Hello, Al. Hello, Alexander. Yeah, but this is the good sort of drama, the sort that we actually enjoy. So, last week, I was over. Ooh, where was it? Which color? Which type of science are you? No, you're oil processing. I have no idea where anything is in my factory. Is it this one? It's this one. This is the purple science. So yes, I was building up purple science production over here, and yeah, this is in theory working. However, there's a bit of a problem down here in that you'll see I have no control over the camera. Right, you'll see there's an empty belt here, and this is supposed to be full of processors. So I've run out of processors, and there's another town just over here. Thank you for the sub, Mark. Thank you very much. Much appreciated. There is an area just over here where we are making the processors, but unfortunately that has run out of copper, I believe. Yes, there's very little copper ore coming in here. So okay, there's a little bit dribbling through now, but as you can see, there's serious shortages of it. If I click on here, no copper, and therefore no processors. So gonna need to work on with that one. Yes, this is continuing. I mean, last week ended with me missing all the basic resources, so now is continuing with me missing all the basic resources because I haven't done anything since last week because I only play on stream because I don't want you guys to miss out. So yes, I'm going to need more copper, and I have a feeling I needed more coal as well. And so let's have a look around. What's available? There is a copper patch there, but that's fairly well mined at the moment. What's that doing? Oh, that's not actually shipping in. There's a copper. What is going? Oh, I see. This is a copper patch that is just digging it up and putting it onto the bus. I could go in and fiddle with that one, but actually, I think I'd like to keep that because having the supply on the bus not get interrupted seems like a good idea. So let's play. Are there any other copper patches on this planet? First, and if not, I think it might be a good idea to go off to another planet for my copper supply anyway. Oh, there's some up here. Alright, let's go over and get this patch because it's there, and I might as well start churning through it. And then after that, I'll probably need to go off to another planet in order to get a bit more of it because I don't know whether one additional patch is going to be enough. Oh, I have no idea where that was now. I think it was over by. I think it was this way. It was over near the other pole. I think it was almost as far around the planet as it's possible to get and still be on the same planet. It's about as far away as it's possible to get and still be on the same planet. Let's use English in a way that makes sense. I like the I've said this before, but I do quite like how pretty this game is with all of the transport drones flitting around above me over there, and the Dyson swarm growing around the sun over there. It all looks very, very pretty. Let's have another look at the map. Okay, yes, I am going in the right direction. I just need to go a bit further, so it's just over here. And my bot hasn't run out of energy yet. The batteries are still running quite happily. So here we go. Right, let's do some setup. So mines are fairly simple to set up, except I've only got 2 mining drills on me. Let's request some more and see if I'm in range of the bots that'll bring them out to me. So I want to have some mining drills. Where are they? They're in here somewhere, I know it. What are you? Mini fusion power plant. Well, I don't have those. I don't have thermal power plant. I haven't been using them. There they are. There are the drills. So let's have at least 25 of them. There we go. Now hopefully some bots will bring some more out to me. Do I have a doohickey tower? Do I have any of the stuff that I'm going to need for this setup? I can't see a logistics tower in here anywhere. That's annoying. I'm going to have to request one of those as well by the looks of it. Instead of, well, I've got enough of that, plenty of those. So let's go for a big one. That's an orbital collector. That's not what I wanted. Let's go for the interstellar logistics station. See, these things all look far too similar, and we'll have let's say 10 of those. 10 seems like a good number of those. Right, so my drills have arrived. That means I can start putting down some drills now. And as usual, I want to try and cover as many of these patches as I can. but with a number of drills. Now, what the ideal number of drills to put on one of these is, I don't know. I've been usually going for 4 because it seems like a good number. In this case, I seem to be able to cover all of the veins with 3, which means, but that means I'm going to get less ore out. So let's put a 4th one in anyway, like that, because I think I'm going to need quite a lot of ore. No, put them all down there in a pile there. All right, and let's put down, and they're going to need power as well. So I'll put power in there and there. That's powering everything. There we go. The little arrows on the logistics menu. So these, a blue arrow means that stuff is being brought to me. A grey arrow means stuff wants to be brought to me, but there isn't a distributor providing it. So if I hover over any one of these things, if I select, that's what I meant to do. If I select any one of these things, this isn't showing me the bit I was expecting to show either. I thought there's somewhere in the interface you can get a thing that shows you how many you've got, how many you're expecting, and how many you. I don't know. But anyway, maybe it's when you set one up. So if I pick that, for example, no, it's not it either. I don't know. But yeah, the blue arrow means there are some being brought out to me. The grey arrow apparently meant there are none that can be brought out to me. So right, I should now have been brought some logistics towers. Yes, there they are. There's my 10 giant, massive, great logistics towers. So let's put one of those down. It does amuse me how you get this tiny little robot flies out of the mech in order to place it, but because this thing is so big and tall, it has to fly all the way up here first before it can actually put the enormous building down. Yes, I am. Yeah, I'm quite enjoying the. I am enjoying Dyson Sphere program. It did take a bit of getting used to because at the main and actually every time I switch between this and Factorio, it takes me a little while to remember which game I'm playing and what all of the keyboard shortcuts are for it. So I do keep pressing Q when I want to take the when I want to empty my hand in this game, and I keep pressing and I keep right clicking when I want to empty my hand in Factorio as well, which is very aggravating. But usually by the time the stream ends, I've more or less remembered which game I'm playing, and it's mostly okay. So yeah, it's the games have a lot of similarities. That was not the expected reaction to me putting a pylon down. The hell? Why did that suddenly lose power when I put a pylon down? It's almost like I put something in backwards and it short-circuited. Maybe there's a shortage of power. Yeah, exactly. That's the sort of thing I'm talking about, Al. Yes, when you switch between two games that are fundamentally quite similar, but then do very, very similar things in slightly different ways, it can be very, very confusing. So my power generation capacity is fine. My consumption demand is much, much lower. Let's put that pylon back in again and see what happens this time. Is it because this is drawing a massive quantity? It is, because this is drawing a massive quantity of power. Have I got a separate power net? I have. Oh, here we go. This is the problem. It's because I'm trying to power all of this nonsense off these 6 little wind turbines here. So what I need to do is put in some more pylons and get this onto the main electrical system of the base, because at the moment that tiny little sub electrical system just can't cope with the amount of power that's being pulled through. When I try and charge up a full-on logistics tower. So if I link that up over there like that, there we go. Now everything's happy. So I can come back over here now. And I can finish off what I was doing. I can say, right, I want this to be a thing that handles copper ore. So now that means all of the mining drills start running. We're pumping the copper ore into here at a nice rate. And I would also like to put in some local logistics drones. That's these bunnies, like that. So we've got 100 of those in there now. And as you can see, they're filling up with copper ore, and then they're flying it off to wherever it's needed. I will also put in some long-range drones as well. These are the ones that go to other planets. Like that, so I've got 10 of those as well. But I also want this to be a remote demand, so we'll pull this in. So this will supply copper ore to this planet. That's what local supply means. But it will also pull it in from other planets as required in order to keep this full. So when this copper patch here runs out, we'll still be able to get it from other planets as necessary in order to make sure that everything carries on working. Right. I can sort of see the logic behind inventory being on escape, because it sort of bring up a menu, and the menu may well contain the inventory. It's a silly idea. I would say it's the wrong way to do it, but I can sort of see why they might have done that in the first place. But all of the bots are leaving because there's so much copper required elsewhere. They're just all flooding out, and now we've run out of them as well. So, but they're starting to come back as well. Now I don't know whether these are the same bots, the bots from here that have finished their job and are now coming back to park, or whether or whether they're just grabbing more, whether they've come from another tower and have just come to grab some stuff. But it doesn't really matter either way. There's lots and lots of bots flying around here. We're dealing with the copper as fast as it's coming in. So yeah, I think that's basically working. I don't know if this is going to be sufficient in order to get everything up and running properly, but at the very least, it's got a lot of copper flowing. So while I'm out here, I'm also going to do the same thing for coal. So over here, oh, thank you. Yes, I need to adjust the minimum load. That's a very good point. Not you, this building here. Minimum load of drones, 100%. Don't go unless you're full. That's daft. There we go. Now that'll slow down the number of them that are flooding out of there a bit, which will save me a lot of power, which is good because this thing hasn't fully charged yet. I could make it charge faster, but that risks causing a brownout over the rest of the base if too many of these things are working at the same time. So there we go. That's going to be a little bit more sensible now. So yes, I also need to build up a coal mine in exactly the same way. So let's get out some more mining drills if I can find the bloomin' things. Sort inventory. There they are. Right, so this time, again, we're going to do exactly the same sort of thing. I'll put in one drill here where it can pick up all of those ones that are sticking out in a weird direction. Put in another one here where it can pick up all of those. That looks reasonable as well. And then this one will cover all of those. Okay, and again, we do exactly the same thing as before with, this is because this is going to need power, so we'll put in a couple of pylons like that. And actually, I'll just link them over to here, but although it's going to take two because of course it is. Right, now there are a couple of options here. I could run 4 belts over there, or I could do a bit of stacking, and I think stacking is probably the most sensible thing to do here. So I shall put in a row of stackometrons here. Like, is that the right way around? Yes, it is. Not like that, silly game. Let's try that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then so that'll stack it up to a level of 2 high, and if I put that in, it'll stack it up to 4 high. I don't know if I need that many or not. I don't. Well, in fact, yes, I probably do need that. There we go. So what I can now do is then get the belts. That goes to there. That goes to there. That goes to there. That one to there, and then that can come out of here like this and go into that. That can come out like this and into there. I shall look at chat in a moment. I can see the messages popping up, but I'm trying to concentrate on what I'm doing at the moment. Although if you're telling me I'm doing something wrong, then not looking is probably the worst idea. Bring that round here and in like that. There we go. So the difference, yes, there is a difference between a blackout and a brownout. A blackout is when you have no power. So these machines here are currently experiencing a blackout, and a brownout is when you have a shortage of power. So earlier when we're trying to charge this entire thing off just these wind turbines, we're having a brownout and everything was failing because there just wasn't enough power coming through for it to work. That was a brownout. But when the energy production just fails completely and you have no electricity, then it's a blackout. Can I get this into here from here? Where's the tower? There's the tower. Yeah, there we go, like that. And I want this tower then to do coal as well. There we go. Yep, exactly, Miles. Yes, as is always the way. I finished the last episode short of resources because I'd been doing science. It's a triumph, but I got purple science up and built on a significantly larger scale. But that meant I'd run out of various input stuff. So yes, now I'm going around and fixing that problem before I think about the next level. So for some reason, some of this is only coming through stacked up to about 3, which is a little bit weird. But given that we seem to have, I think all of the coal that's coming out of these machines is going through. I think it doesn't actually matter. It's 3s or 4s, who cares? So now over there, are we doing yes, we're doing a local supply and a remote supply. Well, we won't do anything remote. We'll just hold on to that because we don't want it to leave the planet. But now, yes, we are gradually filling this up, and I quite like I was going to say I quite like the approach to putting more stuff down a single route is quite interesting in Dyson Sphere program, because you have these things called stackers, pilers, sorry, which quite literally. So if we look at the stuff here, it's all single boxes of coal. If we look at it on this side between the two, we've got double high boxes of coal, so it's two boxes of coal stacked on top of each other. And then on the other side of here, they seem to mostly be threes, but in theory, and sometimes they're fours. So we're increasing the throughput rather than by having faster belts or more belts, both of which are also possible. We are increasing it just by piling it higher on the individual belt that we're using. So yeah, I suppose yes, we probably should be calling it the King's English these days. However, when I learnt it, it was the Queen's English, so I guess we can. So I'll let it slide either way round. Yes. Okay, so we still this is showing that we still don't have enough coal around here, which is a little bit of a concern, because one of the problems is. Because coal, as you would expect from, science and geology and stuff like that, coal only really appears on planets which have plant life. So Norvis, my starting planet, it's still got about 8 million coal on it, but my other planets, Titan and Alifa 4, which I haven't renamed, have got significantly less coal. So if I run out of copper, I can come out to Alifa 4 and start mining this 15.5 million. But if I run out of coal, then in this solar system, I'm screwed. I would have to go off to another solar system in order to find more, and I haven't really started thinking about interstellar transport yet. So I know a little bit about it, but it's not something I've really played with. That's true. That's a fair point. I mean, who's to say which particular queen the Queen's English refers to? I mean, we sort of assume it was the she who was queen throughout our entire lives and our parents' entire lives and so on. But yeah, I mean, there have been other queens in the past. I suspect it's not the case, though. I'm pretty sure she is the queen it's named after. I don't think it was named after Freddie Mercury. Right, let's get some more coal mines up and running, because since that one appeared to not really be enough. So I'm going to need to put down some scaffold. It's not called scaffolding in this game. It's not called landfill either. What is this stuff called? Foundation. There we go. Get some of that down, and I'm not talking about makeup. So we'll get a bit of this down out here like this to give us a bit more space to play with. And then once again, I'm going to do exactly the same. I'm going to go through exactly the same process again and put down and expand out the mining here, because again, there's plenty of space and plenty of coal here. So I want to actually get this up and flowing. Where are my mining drills? I've lost them again. There they are. I've still got 25 of them because the bots work. Excellent. So I'll put in a drill there, and a drill, yeah, that'll do. Say that, this is still not covering all of the patches. So these were obviously ones I put down quite early on, so before I really thought about how I wanted to do, well, everything. So if I put that there, then we are covering absolutely. Put that there, then yes, between them they're covering all the patches. So goals for today. I think the big goal for today is ideally, I would basically the first goal is to solve my resource shortages, because I don't like having resource shortages. That hopefully won't take too long though, so it's not going to be the entire stream. The next goal is going to be green science, because that is a thing that is, if in doubt, do the next science pack is my rule of thumb with factory games, and green science would be the next science pack. So yeah, I'll be wanting to get that up and running at some point, but we'll see. We'll see what that requires. I think I may end up needing to go out to Alifa 4 and getting a supply of what's it called, copper coming in from there, because I'm aware that I am a bit short of it. We'll see how that goes. But yes, one of the big thing I need to look into is how on earth do I make green science, and once I've worked that one out, then I can start to actually make it. And then we'll see where we go from there. Another one there, sure, it's fine. Right, so there we go. That's quite a lot more coal. I know there is another coal mine somewhere on this planet that's set up badly and has and has the coal being all fed into it on a single belt, which is rubbish. Let's put some robots in here as well, because I've got them, and I might as well fill that up so they can be used. It doesn't have very much coal in it, but I might as well try and keep everything topped up. Yeah, so I haven't really looked at what goes into green science yet. I'm assuming it's going to be difficult, but I haven't worked out exactly how difficult. First, one step at a time. Ooh, there's another nice shiny coal vein over there. One step at a time, and this one will cost me a dime or two in coal. And then I can start, once I've got a nice supply of all of the previous lower level ingredients, then I can start thinking about getting everything up and running on much larger scales. That's my plan anyway. And that might have been a slightly vague plan, but it's the best I've got. Yeah, I suspect, yes, that at some point in the not too distant future, I'm going to run out of coal on this planet, and it's going to lead to a wailing and gnashing of teeth, and then a skedaddling, and then a desperate search for more coal patches on other planets outside the solar system. And I'm kind of hoping that by the time I get to that point, I will have sort of developed interstellar travel, and so it won't be too much of a headache in order to get that up and working. But at the moment, yes, it's going to be a whole thing. There we go. Which of my I don't know which of my belts was horrific. There were probably some that had some funny angles in them because of the way I moved things around. Miles, yes, I suppose yes. I've only been playing. I've not been playing for very long. This is my first game of Dyson Sphere Programmers. It's probably very obvious by my massive ignorance and the way I'm playing it in the way that I would normally play Factorio with a main bus and stuff like that. But I hope that makes it interesting at least. But yeah, I'm playing with what I've got because yes, the belt stacking stuff was in there from when I started playing. So I thought, yeah, I'll use that. That looks useful. I didn't realise it was a relatively recent addition to the game, though. Actually, I mean, it makes a certain sense, I suppose. But yeah. Yeah. YouTube chat and full screen videos. Yeah, I tend not to watch YouTube full screen either when I am watching other people's YouTubes. And if there's chat as well, that's good question. I mean, I do have what I quite like to do is so that I'm using a service called Restream, which allows me to stream to both Twitch and YouTube. Don't tell Twitch because you're not really supposed to do that. But yeah, it allows me. One of the things it has is a chat interface that shows me the chat from both systems in one window. I would quite like to have. Oh, you need to do coal. I would quite like to be able to share that with people so that everybody can see the shared chat from everywhere. But there are lots of warnings saying don't let other people see this. So I feel like it might be one of those things where it's a security risk to let other people have that particular chat interface. And it would give people more access than I want to. I suppose the obvious way to work around it, Alexander, is to have two copies of the stream open, with one of them showing the chat and the other one with chat with the video full screened. That would be perhaps a way of doing it. I don't know. And it get me twice as many views as well, which can only be a good thing. As for green science, yeah, all right. While I'm standing here waiting for everything to charge up, let's have a look at the recipe for greens. I haven't even researched green science. Let's start green science researching, and then I can look at the recipe for it. So gravity matrix, make it so number, however many of you there are. Okay, so it's not going to tell me. It's those lens things that I've started making a few of because I was going to shove them into the beam receivers, but it turns out the beam receivers I haven't researched the tech that allows me to put them in there yet, so that's useless. But I have made a few of those, and it also requires those blue quantum processor things, which I have not made, but I think I've researched. So yes, quantum processor is a processor and a quantum, or a plane filter, plain to see. Plane filter is made out of titanium glass and Casimir crystals. Okay, Casimir crystals are made out of hydrogen and Bucky sheets and titanium crystals. Okay, those are all things that I've got, so that's nice. Yes, bean receivers. Yes, we are receiving beans, and we all know what beans means. So we go back over here. We then also need titanium glass, and that is glass and titanium, not surprisingly, and then water, because why not? Okay, so I'm going to need somewhere that makes titanium glass. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a factory to make the quantum processors. So that'll bring in processors and it'll bring in quantums, and then we'll ship out the quantum processors, obviously. We'll be making the Casimir, and then so that means we'll need to bring in the titanium crystals, the Bucky sheets, and the hydrogen, all of which are on the logistics network, but probably not in large enough quantities. Yes, theatre mode moves chat to the bottom below the video for me as well on a 1080p screen. You could probably monkey with the size of the window and try and get some sort of in-betweeny thing. Yeah, so all of that stuff can be brought in. Who knows whether there'll be enough of it, but being produced at the moment. But you know, that's half the fun. And then where was it? That one. So that's, yeah, so those that can be all be brought in, and the titanium glass. I think that's all stuff that can be brought in as well. So I think that's probably going to be. Well, I hesitate to say okay because I suspect I'm not going to have the throughput for it. But I think it's mostly solved problems, and it's just going to require expansion. So the next thing is to find somewhere on the planet where there's enough space to start doing all of this stuff. Now, there's a nice island here that looks quite good, and it's not too close to the poles, so it's not going to be an absolute nightmare. And there's a nice island down here. Actually, this one looks even better. So let's go quickly back in and try and work out which part of this is going to be the hardest. Stream on YouTube and chat on Twitch. Yes, very good. I mean, it is theoretically possible for me to put the Twitch chat and possibly even the YouTube chat onto screen on here, but that would look weird and horrible, I think. So I don't really want to do that. Right, so which of these is more complicated? That's just 3 things that are going to be brought in from elsewhere, so that's okay. But I don't know whether I'm going to really need these anywhere else, so I might just make them on site. This is just those 2 things. So yeah, there's 1, 2, 3 things for that. Then where's the funny glass? I've lost the titanium glass. And also the plot. There it is. And then another 2 things for that. So that's 5, which is a full tower. And that would allow me to make these in one place. And then these could be next door and something like that. Yeah, let's do that. So I'll head over to the other side of the planet as per usual. Yeah, exactly. I don't like the idea of having the chat on the stream. I think that's a bit weird. And it would hide too much of the game as well. And yeah, I tend to have I like to have something else going on rather than just chatting. Even if quite a lot of the time I am mostly chatting with chat, because this is where I was going for. Yes, it is. Because it gives me something to talk about. So whilst I am reasonably good at just rambling on and on and on, as you probably noticed because you know you're here. I feel that having a sort of a thing to chat about is quite nice. It gives me something to be talking about. I can happily chat with you guys about whatever comes up, but having a sort of a specific topic and the thing to give me things to talk about is quite nice and works well, I think. Right, there's my tower of doom and input and stuff. Mine the organic crystals for titanium crystals. That's probably a good idea. I don't think it's a thing I can do yet without going interstellar, and I don't feel ready to go interstellar, to be honest. It'll probably happen soon, but not just yet, essentially. Right, so let's make the titanium glass first, because that's easy, and it requires water, and there's water up here. So titanium glass is just glass and... Actually, I don't have glass on the network, do I? I don't think. I don't know why I'm asking you guys this. I probably should know this myself, but I don't think I do. But let's get some power here first, because that's going to be quite useful. 1, 2. So if I tell you to request glass, are you just going to laugh at me? Yes, you are. Okay. So instead, we'll get rid of that. I said we'll get rid of that. Stop it. There we go. Get rid of that. And we'll request stone instead. Stone should be something we can demand. Yes, there we go. That's working. Excellent. We'll give you some robots as well, because you'll probably need them. There we go. There they all go. Off to go and get the stone. Look at them all flooding out like that. It's a good thing we don't have any sort of collision detection in this game, isn't it? But then Factorio doesn't either, and probably for much the same reason. So, stone gets turned into glass just by cooking it, I think. Yes, smelting facility. Good. So, let's get me some smelting facilitrons. And let's have a quick think about the recipe for this. So, what are you doing? You're making glass, and glass is a 2 seconds, 2 stone in, 1 glass out. So that means I need 12 of these in order to get a full belt in, full belt out. Full belt shake is all about. Well, it's a double belt in technically, but so I'll do my normal trick for doubling the belts, but I won't do that just yet. So we'll have right. So there's going to be a belt coming along here for the input. There's going to be a belt along here for the output. And then turn around, and we'll leave space for power connection, for pylons, because pylons are kind of useful. So we in, out, and then I'm just going to copy paste this because why not? That's the easy way to do it. Use now 1. Actually, I don't need to do it like that. There's a better way to do it than this. If I extend this belt first, like this, and get one up from the big thick line there like that, then I can just get you and go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. There we go. Boom, 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 boom. That was 12, wasn't it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Excellent. Now I actually won't need I should have done the maths on this, because actually I won't need a full belt here because we're going to be painting absolutely everything, and so that means the throughput is there's going to be productivity boost on everything, and so we don't actually need the full 12. But never mind, this will do. Yeah, I think I believe you're right, Miles. That I think the Interstellar is going to be pretty easy, but I still want to sort of take it one step at a time, as it were. Yay, I can make green science. Let's just completely ignore that for now because I'm thinking about other things. Where was I? So we're making the titanium glass. It also requires titanium. That's just going to come straight in out of the doohickey, out of the this. So we can request titanium as well, like that. That will then we'll then have a belt that comes along here with that one with the titanium. Sorry, with the whatever the hell that stuff is. We want another belt that comes along here. That's going to have the titanium. So yeah, the glass comes along here. The titanium comes along here, and then we go. It was water as well, wasn't it? Okay, so I need some water pumps. Did I ever make water pumps automatically? I don't think I did. But let's try summoning some and just see if they turn up. Because I have a feeling. Oh, I thought about it last time, but I can't remember whether I actually got around to making them. You're a water pump. You're a water pump. Face is a water pump. Let's have 15 of those because that seems to be the minimum. Is that working? It is working. Excellent. So I can get. That suggested us. Oh no, I did have some. Oops. Fail. Okay, so let's have some water pumps over here. If I remember correctly from before, I think it was 4 of these that was the correct number to fill up a belt. Let's check. So you're doing none a minute. That's helpful. That's very helpful. Thank you. Let's assume I'm right. I might not be, but I'm going to assume I am for now and see how it goes. So we'll have a belt comes out here, goes across that way like that. As long as it's no more than 4, then this is going to work and just give me a full belt. So, and if it is more than 4, then I can put stuff in a moment. Anyway, so what do I need to use to make the titanium glass? This is done in an assembler. Okay. Oh, and how long does it take? Oh, these assemblers are slightly slower as well, so it's going to be slightly more than whatever it says. 5 seconds, and out of 2 of each to make 2. So it's 2.5 seconds per thing, which means I need 6 times 2.5, which is 15. It's 15 divided by 0.75. So 15, 6, 20 machines. So put one of those in here. Is that in line? No. Let's get rid of that again. Put one of these in here. Yeah, that's about as in line as it goes, given it's a different machine. Then we'll put in another belt. This belt will actually come up along here. So get rid of a bit of that. And then from there, all the way along here and straight on till morning. This is going to be a long old belt because there's a lot of stuff that goes into this. Sorry, it's a slow recipe, so we need long belts for this. Oh, okay. That would explain why it didn't just give me a number in a way that would be helpful. Okay. Then I'll have a look at see whether we've got a full belt coming through in a moment, because that's all that really matters. Now I'm going to need to stack this on the way out. These I don't think I do need to stack. Because I think I've taken that into account. Inserters. So we take from there to there, from there to there, from there to there, and there to there. Nice. If my bots come back, and I can finish building that. Good. Now I want to copy that, and I want to make. How many did I say? I said 20, didn't I? Jeez. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 16. Because I ran out. That was all of my assembly machines. But okay, I mean, I might just go for that for now, and then see where the shortages are later. See whether this is actually the shortage later. So let's give this some power as well, because that seems like a good idea. So we'll put one. So I can. The idea of the way I've set this up is that I can then just run these up the middle like this and power everything from here. And for once, I've actually left enough space for doing this sort of thing. So that well done me. That needs to go there and there, and I suppose there. And for no apparent reason, it's decided not to put an output inserter on this final machine over here. Or an input inserter either. So this does bug me a little bit. Dyson Sphere program, I know it's early access, so I shouldn't expect it to be absolutely perfect, but every so often it just forgets to put something down like that. It's really annoying. So put this over. If I put that there, then it's going to power all of those as well. Lovely. There we go. Here comes the water. So that's pretty close to a full belt. Maybe I should have put in a fifth one. We'll see whether this actually matters, or whether this is actually enough. Because I haven't quite got as many machines down there as I meant to do. Oh, I forgot to tell them all what to do. Damn it. You're making that. Can I program more like this? If not, why not? Oh, so I can program one by clicking on it, but I can't click and drag to get all of them. Okay. I mean, this is still easier than telling each one what to do individually. Oh wait, there's a better way to do this, isn't there? If I get rid of that, if I do... Oh, it's too far away. If I can do a copy-paste like this. Yes, there we go. That's much easier. Right. 16 indeed. I haven't played a lot of deck building games. I think the only ones I've played have been with actual, real, physical, real-life decks. And yeah, I quite enjoy them. Yeah, they can be good fun. I'm not really looking for more games to play at the moment, though, because life is kind of full already. As is sort of shown by me being half an hour late for this stream. That was due to real life getting in the way as well. I don't have time to put in any more streams. Oh, it's because the belts weren't built. You might be right, actually. Mark II assemblers aren't a bad idea. Yeah. What do they even cost? I think it's just Mark I assemblers and something else, isn't it? It's whether I can spaghetti that in a suitable. Why am I looking over here? In a suitable place or not? So what do they take? Mark IIs. They take a Mark I plus a bucky sheet and a processor. Yeah. So yes, they are entirely producible. I probably will do that at some point. Okay, so I've got my titanium glass now, and I've forgotten what I needed it for. Pretty sure it was for these things. Yes, that's titanium glass and purple crystals. So, okay. Don't know. Purple crystals. Those are there's as was commented on. There's two ways to make them. You can use 8 magic crystals, 2 bucky sheets, and 12 hydrogen, or you can use 12 hydrogen, 2 bucky sheets, and a titanium crystal. So, sure. What's that made in? An assembler again. Okay, nice. So that's going to be a separate thing. I've forgotten what was going into already. Hydrogen, bucky sheets, and titanium crystals. So you're bringing in stone and coal. That's stone and titanium. Sorry, that's fine and programmed and good. I haven't put the filters in yet because I sort of don't want the machines to start building stuff just yet, just in case I've made a mistake and need to change all kinds of things around. So we're also going to need to bring in. We are going to want the bucky sheets. Bucky sheets. We're going to want titanium crystals, and we're going to want something else that I've completely forgotten because I have no memory. Hydrogen. That one. Local demand. All these. Oh, apparently I haven't been putting the titanium crystals out onto the logistics network. That's a shame. I'm going to have to go and do that. Okay, but that's now relatively straightforward. We just need to then have a series of belts along here, and it's 3 inputs, 1 output. So I haven't looked at the speed requirements of this actually. Let's do that. So it's 4 seconds to make one from. Oh bloody hell! That's a lot of hydrogen needed for this. 4 seconds means 24 machines to make 6 per second. I'm going to need to double stack the bucky sheets, and I'm going to need to 12 stack, dodeca stack the hydrogen, which isn't a thing. So we're going to have to do 6 stacking isn't a thing either because I haven't researched that, but I probably can. Stacking. Not this stacking, that's a different stacking. Stack. I'm sure there is a tech in here somewhere that you research and it allows you to stack stuff higher. Was it one of these that? No, that is just the drone capacity. Which is fine, but it's not what I'm looking for. Oh, is it something you get with these? Nope. Yes, that's true. Yes, I mean hydrogen at the moment I'm making as a byproduct of the oil processing because I need to make the refined oil. Oh, here. No, it's logistics. It stacks. Caps at 4. Okay, I've probably done it all then, somewhere already. Okay, I guess I won't be stacking any higher than that. Then I thought I saw something that said you could stack it higher, but maybe I'm completely wrong. Let's get some levels of vertical construction because I'm not doing anything with my bots at the moment. Not doing anything with my sciencetrons, science facilities at the moment. Yeah, that sounds nice. Research speed I kind of don't care about. Vein utilization is always useful. You can tell how much I care about sort of cargo stacking. Haven't needed that. Drive engine, maybe nice. Communication control. This gives me more construction drones. Let's have that. And inventory capacity is always nice. And move speed is definitely nice. So let's just get lots of this stuff stacked up in there, and we can research that. Right, okay, so my core energy is running out. I should probably do something about that, just because it's warning me about that quite loudly down there at the bottom. Let's build a small charging area here. Stand in the middle of that and buzz my bot back up to full power again. Okay, so I put in 1 belt along here. I need to put in a 2nd belt like that. Then I need to put in a load of these machines. But for some reason I put these down in exactly the place where I was going to need to put that machine down because I'm a muppet. But c'est la vie. I guess I'll put in the think about the belt. So what was it for these things? So I was going to run two lots of belts. Yeah, sort of cargo stacking might be useful. Yeah, that's true. At some point I shall yeah, I probably will upgrade the sorters there at some point, but at the moment it hasn't particularly been an issue. Right, so let's put in some stacking facilities over here in order to get out. So what was I saying? For the crystals, it's a double stack of bucky sheets and a mega stack of hydrogen. So stackers are in here. Stackers, you. So we'll get the double stack of bucky sheets from there. We'll get a quad stack of hydrogen from here. And we'll go with that as being enough for now, and then I'll try and build that up a bit more later. my charge. That's enough charging for now. I'll run over here and get all this set up because I can't see what I'm doing from that far away. It's a lot easier from closer. So that goes into there and comes out. Oh, I've run out. Do I have the bits to make more of these? I don't think I'm actually making these properly yet. So I'm going to need to make the fast belts myself. Yeah, make. Great. It made 8, and that's not as many as I was hoping for because I'm going to need a lot more than that. Because that goes there, and then I've run out. Okay, let's go and get some ingredients. Where the hell is my main bus at this point? What's the quickest way to go to get back to my main bus? Oh, bloody hell, you're right about the drones not carrying enough. There we go, 100%. Thank you. Oh dear, thanks, Gort. I will. I don't know. I will eventually. I probably won't eventually learn to fix those, to set those up properly from the beginning. But in theory, I would like to do so. Okay, so I have to fly all the way to the other side of the planet in order to get the extra stuff that I need. Great. Let's go over the pole that way because I think that's going to be the quickest way. So, give those back. Go, go, go. Whoosh. Alright, so fly straight over the pole, and then as I see the main bus hove into view, hopefully. Yes, here it is. I shall think about what I want. So I need a load of green belts. Now, I probably should start actually making green belts, to be honest. Belts made over here, I remember. The problem is, the thing you require to make them is made halfway down the bus over there somewhere, I think, and I'm not pretty sure I'm not bringing it back. Well, no, I know I'm not bringing it back. There's no reverse on the bus. There's nothing, almost nothing that goes backwards along the bus. He says, immediately finding something that's going backwards along the bus. Oh dear. Right, it's these things here, these gubbinses. So I potentially could grab this from here and take them back that way up the bus. Probably no. Yeah, let's do that because I am using green belts enough that it would be kind of handy to have them automatically made for me. So let's get rid of a chunk of this. Put in one of. I don't care. What? I thought you could put these things right next to each other. That's really annoying. I thought you could put these splitters right next to each other as long as they were in this configuration. That's weird. I'll have to put it here instead. Okay. So let's put that belt back in. Like that. Yeah, but I have an almost religious dislike for using logistics bots in Factorio. So this is not using the mini drones is sort of my equivalent in this game. It's nonsense, I know, but to sort of deliberately limit myself like that. But I'm doing it so far, and it hasn't hurt too much yet. Okay, so we'll bring this along here like this, and actually, it occurs to me I need to put this down every so often so that the bots will reach far enough to go down and put all the rest of it in place. We are here at this point going to go smack into the side of a logistics tower, because of course we are. But I've gone up far enough that I can do some sort of three-dimensional spaghetti nonsense and bring this over to here and then up this way, like this. Oh, and then we find some random smelters that are... I can't even call them in the middle of the bus because they're actually not. It's just that it's just that I'm trying to bring the bus back again. Let's go around them, like I said. Let's go around. What are you colliding with? Oh, you've hit something over there. Okay. Well, let's go like this then and follow over the top of this belt. Oh, it's hit that as well. What's going on here? Bad times are going on here. Right, let's get rid of some of this. Right, okay, so from here... oh, embrace the spaghetti. Embrace the spaghetti. Right, there we go. Over the top of all of this nonsense. Round this pylon that's inexplicably in the way. Right, and then to about here. And then... no, actually one more over there. And then down, 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 down. Down, 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 down. Like that. That was horrible. I'm kind of ashamed. Okay. We then have this paint thing in the way, which is upsetting. So I'm going to need to move this paint belt. But then there should just about be room to put one of these assembly machines in here. So if I delete... Oh! Oops. That was a lot more belt than I meant to get rid of. We'll fix that in a moment. Cock. So let's put that there. Put that there. Set in slightly questioning tones. And upgrade this to be making the green belts. There we go. Yeah, let's blame Phil. I don't think he watches my streams, but we'll blame him anyway. So can I do that? Can I do from... Come on. From here to here and from here to back to here? I think I might be able to. Yes, I can. Excellent. So that... the problem with that, though... and then also I'll need a... one of these. The problem with this is I can't limit it the way I want to. So let's go and find out why I don't have any of these first, and then I'll come back and talk about why that's a problem. I assume that it was just some bit of this belt that I was trying to build was out of range. Yes, that bit there. All two pieces of belt in there. There we go. Now we've got the turbines coming up this way, and this I'm sort of half expecting to get over here and find I've used the wrong that I've selected the wrong thing. But I'm virtually certain these also yes, these require the electromagnetic turbines. So as long as I've grabbed the right thing from the other end, then we should be all right. So yeah, my concern is I want this box to contain both yellow belts. Well, I want it to pass the yellow belts through from here to here. I do want it to contain some as well, actually. But there's no way to say I want these, as far as I'm aware. Now, please correct me if I'm wrong. But there's no way to say I want these these 4 stacks to be tier 1 belts and the next 4 stacks to be tier 2 belts. Is there a way to do that? I'd say I'm not aware of one, but if there is, I would very much like to do so because that would be much nicer. Oh, here come the turbines. Good, I did select the right things. I'd felt very, very silly if I hadn't. Right, so I mean, at the moment, this is sort of going to work, but the problem is that this machine isn't going to stop when this box gets to 4 slots. It's just going to keep trying to put them through. So, oh, will I only be able to request? Oh, yeah, you're right. Okay, no, I can't do that then. I need to put down another storage box. Okay, so what we're going to do here is get rid of that and that to there. Get rid of that and that. We're going to sort that out in a moment, but we're going to put in another storage box here somewhere. What do you mean lack of item? Oh, for goodness sake. Okay, I don't need any more. What do I not need? I don't need any water pumps at the moment. Bring me some storage boxes. Box. Seems odd that there's also there's later tiers of storage available as well. When I just don't have. I barely need the current tier of storage. What's going on here? You're stacking iron ore. Okay. Oh, I see. We're passing iron ore in here and then straight back out again. That's weird, but okay. Box. What? No pylon. Pylon goes. Right. Let's try that again. Box. Thump. Ah, inside the thing. Right. So I want to get rid of that inserter. I want to take an inserter. And I want to go from there to there. And I don't want this to fill up to a bajillion. I want it to fill up to... Yeah, sure, whatever. I also want to take... Not you. No, not you. You. I want to take these out of there and put them in here. Actually, I don't want to put them in there. I want to hang on to them. But that will now... Yeah, that'll stockpile all of that. I also need to put a... I need to make this into a logistics chest, which is with one of these gubbinses, like that. And then I need to fill you up with robots. Robots. Little droney jobbies, like that. Did I put them in the right place? I actually can't tell. No, I'll put them in the box. Let's try it again. In there. There we go. That's better. That's what I wanted to do. Yes. So that they will now be able to be brought out to me, except that they don't have any power, but, you know, little that's a minor detail. We can fix that like that. There we go. So that's all good. The next thing I need to do is have a belt that brings the coal. No, not the coal. The iron ore out of here. Now, in theory, I need to stack that because I had it stacked before, and apparently I needed lots of it. So presumably that means I needed lots of it. So I'm going to need to put down some foundation here, so I can put a stackomatron in there, like that. Now I can use some of these glorious new green belts that I've just acquired to do that, and then link up from there to, come on, the other way, that's better, with normal belts. And then you can be filtered to or iron ore. What else are you going to be doing, honestly? Right, so there we go. That's fixed that now. The only thing I haven't done is started painting that again. Now, having the paint belt coming from over there was ridiculous and a bit of a nonsense. But I do believe we might be short of paint over here. Oh no, the coal has started flowing again because I got more coal, so that's all right. I think I might just not bother painting this. We've probably got enough iron coming out, so yeah, I'm gonna be lazy. Okay, so why was I doing all of that? Because I needed more green belts, that's why. So now I've got the green belts, so I think I should be okay. And you're presumably doing you're doing the correct thing there. Right, okay. So that was a brief diversion to go and sort out, get me some green belts, which turned into, actually making some green belts, which was probably a good idea, isn't it, really? Now I need to work out where I want to go back to, because I can't remember where I was trying to build stuff. Was it... it was fairly close to the equator, but it wasn't that one. Was it you? No, you're all running, so it wasn't you. And it was this. It was at this angle anyway. Oh no, it was. No, it wasn't that one. I have lost it. Where it is probably. Oh, here it is. Okay, the planet was the opposite way up from where I thought it was, which is why I couldn't find this. So I need to get to here, which is apparently this way, but basically the other side of the planet. Okay, I shall once again fly all the way around the planet. Yeah, that's true. I could just add paint to that tower. Yeah, alright, let's do that. I might as well. The ore is one of those things just being... Ooh, what's going on here? This is the mine I was talking about right at the beginning of the stream that is just a bit wrong. So let's come in... Let's fix this mine while I'm here. So, just... well, actually, that bit's okay. And that bit's okay. But this is just a no. Just a whole bundle of no. Actually, that's not okay. It's that's not okay either. Let's take that into there, that onto there, and that in there. There we go. Now we can get quite a lot more coal flowing, and this is apparently full. Has no drones though. Maybe that's why. Maybe it's just not getting used. So let's put some in there. But yeah, that was not okay. So we'll fix that, and also I'll put in another mining drill so we're at least covering the entire patch as best as I can from there. I think I'll have to move that one out a little bit. So if I put it there, yes, now it's covering everything. Okay, so that can come out there, onto there, there we go. And then over here, we'll come out this way. I like that the belts can go over water without needing any kind of foundation on them. That makes things just a lot saner, I feel. So it'll give you power as well, because you kind of need it. Right, so there we go. We are now, we are now supplying a bit of coal from here, but it's a nice full tower. So yeah, anyway, that is going to help quite a lot. Oh, paint. That's the other thing I was doing. Before I forget. Hey, no belt kink shaming. Where on earth? Oh, is this one? Here. Right. Okay. Let's be sensible about this. So we'll take the a paint booth, put it there, and we'll tell this to request paint as well. Paint. Not that much. That's crazy. Let's request 500 of it. And by request, I apparently mean demand, because it's not that polite. It'll need power over here as well, and we shall need a belt that comes out of here. Go away. Don't care. Comes up. Oh, that will actually just fit straight in there. Neat. That's really convenient. Right, so you are going to have paint coming out of here. Now, you see, this is the problem we have with paint at the moment. there is a horrific shortage of it for some reason. I made a large paint factory down here, which now that there's coal is running flat out, but it's just not filling up. There's such demand for paint. I'm going to need to come over here and massively increase this. How much do we actually have coming through here? It is most of a belt, so if I put in another one, it'll have to be sort of separate. Yeah, it is a little bit painful. How much coal is coming out of here? Okay, so I could have another. That's actually just running fairly quickly. I think probably a separate belt of coal. Yeah, just another copy of this running off the other side of the thing would be quite good. What's not British? I dread to imagine. Right, now hopefully I can go back over there and I should go and boost the paint production, really, shouldn't I? Because that's something we need a lot of. I could copy and paste it and just put one in at each pole. That would be a way of doing it. But let's. Oh, I don't know. Let's come over here first, and I'll finish this bit off, and I'll charge the bot up as well because the batteries are starting to run a bit low. And then maybe I'll go off and expand the paint production because there is a distinct shortage of it. I'm pretty sure pain can be PG-13. It's fine. I'm sure it's fine. Although I have noticed the GTA videos I've been producing, YouTube asks you to basically do a declaration of how advertiser friendly your videos are, and it's got various criteria such as violence and swearing and so on. You know, all sort of the whole horrific, deplorable violence is okay as long as nobody says any naughty words sort of thing. It's got all that sort of thing, but I decided that actually my GTA videos, I kind of need to declare those as being as having bad language in them, because the NPCs are very, very sweary in that game. Let's go across and come down there. That'll do, and that gives room for this belt to come underneath here. So yeah, I've actually had to start declaring those videos as do contain bad language because they do, and it's just because the Rockstar's NPCs are very sweary. Occasionally, some of the players are a little bit sweary as well, but most of the time that's not so much of a thing. But yeah, it was a thing that occurred to me as a thing I thought I should probably actually consider, rather than just going, yeah, all my videos are fine for absolutely everybody. It'll be there's a pylon in the way. Who cares? Just show them to everybody. Give me all the advertising money. But no, I think that those ones need to come with not a trigger warning, but a language warning. There we go. Lovely. I've even got the ups and the downs sort of in line with each other, and that almost never happens because it's really quite hard to do. Not you. Normal pylon. Let's put that in there between the two belts because that's a good place to put it. Okay, so these ones are going to be the hydrogen coming out. This one's going to be the bucky sheets. Yeah, you don't absolutely have to do those declarations. I don't think. I think you can just say do an auto scan and see how you fancy. But it seemed to make more. Knowing what YouTube's like at automatically scanning videos, I thought it's probably better to do it myself, especially as having heard some various horror stories from people who've had their videos not just it's not just they've been demonetized, but then they've just not been advertised properly to other people. There's a car YouTuber, JM on Cars, he did a video about how one of his videos did unexpectedly badly, because sorry, just a moment while I think about this. What's that done in assembler? One of his videos did unexpectedly badly because YouTube's automatic shenaniganery detector had thought that somebody had said a rude word in it, or a fairly significantly rude word in it somewhere. Now it turned out what had actually happened was they'd named one of the corners on a racetrack, which meant that the YouTube scanning systems didn't really have a very good sense of context for what it was talking about, and that word sounded vaguely like the rude word that a rude word. So the video got not only did it get automatically advertised, advertise run friendly flagged, if you like. It then also wasn't YouTube then didn't show it to as many people because they weren't going to make as much money off it because they weren't putting adverts on it. So YouTube, it turns out, pushes videos significantly harder if they believe they're going to make money out of them by putting adverts on them. And if you've got videos that don't have adverts, they don't get as advertised. They don't get pushed out quite as anything like as hard. And I noticed when my channel hit 1,000 subscribers and therefore was able to start having adverts on it. I noticed that the number of views I had suddenly dramatically increased. So, I mean, there'd been a steady increase as I gradually increased the number of subscribers, as you'd expect. But then when it hit that big round number and they started putting adverts on, there was a massive boost to it, which was quite interesting. That's going to be 16. Yeah, I've forgotten how many I needed. So, yeah, there was... If they can't make money off your videos, they don't care as much to push them at people, essentially, is what it turns out. Right, what was I saying? So, I've got I've got quad stacked hydrogen coming through for these. So that's 4 times 6, so 24 a second. So that means we can make 2 a second of the pink crystals. 2 pink crystals per second is 8 machines. Okay, so we'll put in 8 machines along here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I might have made these belts a little bit longer than absolutely required. Now, what I should probably do here is extend this and just have another belt come in across the top and drop down at this point. I'm going to not do that for now, but that will be my intent for expansion in the future. So I am going to snip this belt here, like that, and a couple more, another piece of it like that, to give somewhere for another belt to join in. But the others can go along there. That'll be fine. Okay, now we need power for all of this monkey business. So put in a pylon there, and a pylon there, and a pylon. Didn't get that one. Damn it. Pylon there, I guess. Right, there we go. So that's now going to be making the pink crystals. Good. That is two ingredients of I've absolutely no idea what. Okay, that's the 2 ingredients of a plane filter. Good. So those take 12 seconds each. So, blimey. In order to make a full belt of these, I'd need 12 times 6, which is maths beyond my ken. 72 machines, 72 tier 2 machines to make a full belt of these. That's crazy. I think I'm going to make a smaller quantity of green science than I am of everything else, at least to start with. So, right, let's make aeroplane filters. What have I got coming through from here? So I'm feeding in was 24 per second. So I've got 2 per second coming out. So let's run this at 2 per second to start with, which is still going to be 24 machines. Let's put in 12 machines to start with. I'm getting less and less ambitious as things go on. Right, so we'll bring that another couple of blocks down like that, and then up here like this. I'll put in 12 machines at a time, and just... yeah, we'll see how it goes. So that goes up there. We then have this one. This is my titanium glass coming out. No, to there, across to here, out like this. Boom. And then being made? No, it's not you. It's you guys. You are being made also in an assembler. Good. Okay, that makes this nice and easy to do. Don't get it from there. It'll come with preconceived notions. We'll put you in there. Oh, green makes 2 at a time. Oh, that's quite handy. That might make things slightly easier. I don't know. Maybe we'll get twice as much. I don't know. We'll think about it when we get there. So that goes in there. That goes in there. You are going to be making those. Yes, those. And so this is only actually a 3 input thing, so that makes this a little bit easier. That does mean I have to try and eyeball this. So it's the one below the dark line, so it's there. Have a belt come back out like this, like that. And then over here we say yes, we would like an inserter to feed out here, like that. Right, so that's one. So I need to make more of these. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12 was the number I said. Boom, 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 boom. Need more of these. Like that. Okay, just one more. Cool. Right. Now I'm making planes. Plain to see. This guy's full. We're still not getting any of these titanium crystals. I need to think about that. I'm going to need to bring paint in as well. So we will need. I'll definitely need another tower. And then I'll. Right. So let's have some more of these as well. Ooh, like that. So that's an input. 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 That's an output. Okay. That's a lot of painters. I was not aware. I've obviously not. No, the number underneath is the number I've got in my inventory, not the number I've made. Shoot. Hooray! More convenient researches. And a Chieve as well. Yay, Chieves. Home Chieves, and don't spare the horses. Oh, is there another... I don't see another number. I can see where it says 100 just underneath the cursor, which is my inventory. Am I being completely blind? And it is entirely possible I'm being blind. I am sometimes known for it, or I'm looking in the wrong part of the screen, or I don't know. I don't see an. Oh, after the name of the structure. No, that says Assembly Machine Mark 1. So no, I'm afraid not. Nice though that would be, it doesn't appear to be the case. Power. Close enough. Oh good, I didn't get those in the wrong place. I was worried I'd just put them down in where the belt's going to need to go through the middle of the painting machines, but no, I actually got that right, which is nice and makes a bit of a change. Right, so that's got me the plane filters. Now I need to make these. So this is going to be another tower that's going to bring in the processors, which I don't have any of because I have a shortage of because I'm using so many of them up. But I've got copper again now, so that might be all right for those. So we'll bring in the processors, and then we'll start using them and paint, and start using them to make these. Hey Persistent, I have no idea what that emoji is. It looks like it almost looks like a pig's ass or something, but yeah, I'm sure it's something useful. Yeah, please elaborate. Oh, Among Us twerking, right? I was close then. Okay, so what was I saying? Yes, I need to make some quantum chips. I've played a fair amount of Among Us, but I guess I'm not sufficiently familiar with the memes. Right, what was I saying? Yeah, quantum chips and processors. So we'll need another tower, probably about here. Let's try and get it in line with the other one just for gits and shiggles. It can go, yeah, about there. I've no idea whether that's actually in line or not, but it's close enough. There's probably been there's been a tropics line here anyway, so what's actually in line is kind of irrelevant. So, who cares? Right, you are also going to request processors, and I would like some of those, please. Excuse me. And then you are going to immediately turn round as only as a belt can, like that, and swing straight back up here again. I don't need to leave space for pylons because the last row had pylons, so we'll put that there. Lovely. And then over here, we'll have another belt that comes out of here, somewhere in the middle, sure. Goes to about here, and then comes along this way. Like that. And then I'm going to run out of core energy again, as is traditional. Let's go and stand over here for a moment while I have a quick think about what I've done. So I'm going to be making the quantum processors. Those are also made in an assembler. These assembling machines are very flexible. I've done a research. Hurrah! I don't even know what research I've done because it's hidden behind everything. More inventory capacity, more logistic stack multipliers. Cool. Oh, and I've got more logistics. Yeah, logistics requests as well. That's nice. I appreciate that. Yeah, go away. I'm bored of waiting for the charge, so I'm going to come out here. I'm going to say, right, so we need... I've made a mistake here. These belts should be on the other side of the tropic line, or this is going to cause problems. So I'm actually going to cut that, and that, and that, and do that, and that, and that. Sorry, bots. I know you worked very hard putting all of those down, but I'm just going to pick them all up again. Right, so I could probably run this along here, actually. And potato to you two. Like that, and like that, and nope, that. There we go. And then goes there. And then that's on this line, so that goes from there over to here, and these are going to get fed straight back into the tower, like a Disney princess or something. I don't know. Right. Let's pick those up and charge over here where it's a bit more useful. I said pick those up. Problem with this game is when you get really short of power like this, it's quite hard to put stuff down to charge off because your bots don't have any charge. I might need to actually just burn some stuff to get the bot up and running again. What can you burn from here? You can burn diamonds. Let's not burn diamonds. Let's just burn hydrogen. That seems cheaper. Okay, there we go. Now I can charge off the mains again rather than by burning fuels in weird ways. I mean, I suppose it makes sense you can burn diamonds. They are just carbon after all. So yeah, why not? Let's make some quantum crystals as well. In fact, I remember seeing a video of a diamond being burnt many years ago. I think it was in a chemistry lesson. If you put diamond in pure oxygen, in liquid oxygen, you can actually burn them, and they burn incredibly brightly because they're very pure carbon, I suppose. Yeah, so that's the thing. I'm trying to remember how many were coming out of here. So there was 4 stacks going in here, 4 stacks going in there, which is 24 per second, which is going to be producing 2 per second of those. So, and I think it was 2 per second of the plane filters coming out. Yes, 2. Oh, you need double. Oh, you need double the amount of titanium glass. I think I might be making double the amount of titanium glass, so that might actually be okay. So that means we're going to be getting 2 per second coming out of here. So we're going to make 2 per second of these, which means I need 12 machines again. No, I don't. I need 6 machines because they take 2 each because they're really greedy. Bloody hell. Right, so I need 6 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh yeah, it does show, yes. Because they're all happy to build, it says click to build 5. Yes, you were right, Al. Well done. Yes, you were quite right. Well spotted. Make sparkling water with CO2 coming from burning diamonds. Nice. Yeah, deuterium fuel rods were an interesting idea. I mean, the thing is, most of the time, just running and standing next to these things works pretty well. It has been a little bit annoying today, I have to admit. They just never seem to be around at quite the right time. But yeah, 2,000 bottles. Yeah, that's it. Yes, you could make. How about you make carbonated water from burning diamonds to get the carbon dioxide and burning pure hydrogen in order to get the water, and it's just the purest carbonated water you could possibly make. That'd be fantastic. Power grid. Yes, power grid is struggling actually now. Probably because I've just shoved all of this stuff in. That's a shame. I'm going to need to have a think about that at some point. That's another resource that's running low. Because power is totally a resource, like every other. That's in the wrong place. Don't do that. Try again. Less. What? Oh! Ah! Arse. Yes, this is a tropics problem. Tropical difficulties. Tropical diseases, perhaps. So I'm going to have to get rid of that because it doesn't line up. What if I rotate it? Will it? Oh, if I rotated it, will. Score. I was not. Well, kind of. I don't think that's going to work though. I think I'm going to have to. Oh, actually, what I could do. Let's get rid of them both. And if I put one in here like that, but I'll put it the other way around. Because I think it can paint when stuff's going through in either direction. Then I put the other one down here in about the same place and kink the belt between them. There we go. When you say your chat's broken, Do you mean you're not seeing some of the messages? Because I'm streaming to I've got the chat coming from both Twitch and YouTube, so there's a bit of that might be, if you think you're missing some of the messages, that might be why. Sorry. Yeah, grid shift indeed. So yeah, because we're playing on a sphere rather than a nice flat planet like the ones in Factorio. Yes, you have what the game calls lines of tropics, which is where the world just grid shifts a little bit. Oh right, that is a problem I can't help you with, I'm afraid, Alexander. If it won't let you put emojis and what's going on over here? If it won't let you put emojis and text in the same message, I have no idea what's going on. And I probably have no idea what's going on, whether it lets you do it or not. But you know, there we go. Now I can just run this all the way up here like that, and everything. And there's paint for everybody. Hurrah! I say paint for everybody. There probably isn't paint for everybody because we're probably going to run out. But that's basically what we want. So in here we are going to, so we're calling for those, and we've got a whole 120 of them. So this is still a problem by the looks of it. Also going to want paint, and we're also going to produce quantum chips. So is this going to have any sort of happiness at all? It's not. Let's give it some robots, see if that helps. Nope. Nothing available anywhere. Oh, it hasn't got any power. That probably doesn't help. Let's give it some power. There you go. Have some power. Now you are happy. You're launching some robots. That's a good sign. Launching some robots. We're off to go and get some a few processors. Not very many, but a few. And off to get, again, some paint. So good. That's what we would call a partial success. Oop, don't wander around like that. There we go. Right. Yeah, thank you, Gort. I actually remembered the drone. I don't know whether I probably didn't remember the drone limits before you said it, but I did remember them before I saw you saying it, which is almost as good, right? Okay, what's going on over here? Why is there a rogue piler there? What's going on? What's going on over here? You are making glass, so this one is stone. Let's start things moving. Let's start things rolling. So I want to output stone. You are going over here through a painter into a titanium glass making facility. So you're going to be either titanium or... Oh, we've got the glass coming. So you're going to be... That was quite loud. Yay, faster mech. You're going to be bringing in titanium. What's the ratio of this? It's 2 to 2 to 2 to make 2. Alright, fine. Yeah, you're going to be titanium then. Titanium to make the titanium and glass. Then over here we've got the massive multiplicative stackative thing going on over here, so that must be hydrogen, as must this one. This appears to be broken. Okay, let's sort this out, because goodness knows what's happened there. I think I'm going to leave a little bit more space this time, because clearly whatever I did here just didn't work. So we'll do that and then that. See if now there's room for it to work, and also that. Why is there no output or that? Maybe there we go. Now it's happy. Now we're cooking with mustard. Right, so that's coming over here. Now what's going on here? What are you missing? You are missing bucky sheets and titanium crystals. Aha. There's an input here that's not got anything on it. Right. Let's see what the numbers of these. Two bucky sheets, 1 titanium crystal. Okay, so you can be titanium. That's stacked. So you can be either could be. Wait, what? Get it right, Laurence. Sort it out. 1 titanium crystal, 2 bucky sheets. Okay, so you can be bucky sheets, and you don't need to be stacked. I'm tempted to leave the stacker in anyway, but no, there's no point. Take out the stacker and that. And this, and just have a normal belt in here because we only need 1 of those, and this is going to then be titanium crystals. We'll run that along there, and that has to go in here, which is going to be mildly interesting, but I can bring it under here and then up. I said, oh no I can't, I can bring it up over here like that. Good, and then down and into there. Right, and that's titanium crystals, which we don't have, so I need to go and sort out a supply of those. Titanium crystals. Okay, so the problems at the moment are we have no titanium crystals at all. we have no paint, or we have very little paint, and we have very few processors. So paint, processors, and titanium crystals. But the yeah, I don't particularly like mustard either, but it seemed like a good expression. Um, the titanium crystals are the most severe problem because we don't have any of them at all. Now, they are being made for yellow science. Yes, here we go. So these are titanium crystals, and they're being passed out along a belt, this belt here, and this belt here. So we have quite a lot of those, but they are all being, they're potentially all being used to make yellow science. But I could pull some off and put them into this tower, except I suspect this tower is full. This tower is full, so I can't put them in there. There's a lot of steps to make them, so I don't really want to start making them somewhere else. So I guess this is going to be another tower. There's probably also going to ask for paint as well. So I have a tower that pulls in paint and feeds it out to the science that's going on around here, because this is not... Oh, this has its own... Actually, it has its own local paint production facility, but that's clearly feeding too many places, because... I'd say it's feeding too many. We are getting enough paint through just about at the moment while it's not running. So, yeah, I don't know. I don't know whether I'm happy with that. There's also a diamond machine missing over here. But okay, so we'll come over here. We'll steal some of these titanium crystals and put them in another tower that I'll have to put over here or something. Then we'll go off and make more paint, because we're definitely going to need that. Okie dokie. Right, so up here, this is this one, the yellow science area. I need another one of you guys. Actually, don't copy paste it. That'll go horribly wrong. I need another one of you, and I need to put it somewhere sensible. I don't know whether this is sensible or not, but I'm going to put it there anyway. It's kind of out of the way. Yeah, I'm sort of okay with that. Okay, so we have the titanium crystals. Oh, we have lots of titanium crystals. Ah, this is perfect. What I can do here is put in... I can get rid of some of this first, actually. It does not pass the mustard, I'm afraid, no. I can get rid of a little bit more of that, actually. Let's get rid of that much of it. And then I can put in a splitter in this weird mode, like that. Let's try and line it up, because you might as well. So I can go there. Then this belt can go boom straight in the back of it. This one can go in the bottom, if you'll pardon the expression, and come out the other side here, like that, flow around here, and join back up to there. Is that allowed? It is allowed. Nice. And then we can have another one come out of here, out the back. Stay high. No, stay high. That's too high. This high. Out like this, and this can just skedaddle off this way like an elevated belt. Sure. Stop getting trapped stuck on things, and stop doing weird things with the camera. Yeah, if that comes to there and then over here and just into there like that, then I can power it as well. I can tell this one to be no, just no. You're not supposed to have had any of this. That's why oh, for goodness sake, I unset this deliberately and got it back out of here, because I didn't want this to happen. We've had another oil spill, I'm afraid. That's really annoying, because I deliberately tried to avoid that happening. Okay, over here, you're getting all of this coal. You're just getting all of it like that. There we go. And it fitted, which is nice. There's a thing for picking stuff up off the ground. I'm trying to remember how you get that. Not like that. Oh, litter. Right. Pick up litter. Z. Pick up litter. Z, apparently. Nom 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 nom. I'm full. Put that in there. Put that in there as well. For goodness sake. Nom 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 nom. I wouldn't mind if I'd done something stupid and just accidentally copied and pasted the tower and it had filled up like that. But it's annoying because I actually didn't. I thought about it and I went, wait, I'm going to do this carefully. Turn logistics off. Put everything in a box.
So
it's annoying because it went wrong even though I was careful to try and avoid the it going wrongness, and it still decided that it was going to it was still going to put it in place with all of the content of everything in the world that I didn't want. Yeah, stop that. Yeah, it still decided to order it to put the tower in, even though I selected it from here. I didn't do a copy paste, so I'm a little bit annoyed about that. Give me another box. Have I got another box? Good. Okay, that'll do. Now it gives me a bit more inventory space to pick all this trash up. Still not enough because oil doesn't stack. Very high. Any more for any more? Apparently. So yeah, I'm a little bit oily, I mean salty about that. Because, yeah, as I say, I deliberately tried to ensure that didn't happen, and then it still did anyway. So I think there's a button you can press to so if I select this, there's if I find somewhere where I can actually put it. I thought there were buttons. Well, there's certainly a button you can press to remove associated associated inserters and things, but yeah, it's annoying, and I am now apparently annoyed. So you are going to be dealing with titanium crystals. That's these things, and you're doing a local supply. Good. You're also going to demand paint. Not that much of it though. Like 400 of it. I'm going to demand that. There we go. And then this belt along here, we're going to get rid of this. Pop. Pop. I probably could have just got rid of deleted the entire thing in one go, but never mind. And then we're going to have another belt that pops out of here, like this. Goes up. And this is going to go over my paint belt. It's going to run along through here, all the way up to here, like that. And then in here, I'm going to put all of my paint because I've got some paint now and I don't want it. So all that goes in there. And oh yes, I need to program the output here, which is fair enough. I need to do that. There we go. Bloop, 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 bloop. Paint. Right. Okay, so we now have a. Ooh, I've produced a Casimir crystal. Yay! Artificially interfere with the results of quantum transitions. What a historic moment. Good. I mean, cashmere crystals sound like you should make a scarf out of them or something, but no, let's not worry about that. So we've made 100. We've got 130, 140, but they are basically the robots are coming in to take them away, which is to be expected. Did I pick up my charging pylons? No, I didn't. I've left two of them over in the other area. That's a minor error, but never mind. Right, which pole has got the paint production on it? Not that one. That one, blue pole, which is of course the one that's blooming miles away. Oh, actually, no, I'm sort of halfway in between. It's not so bad. Right, let's go and get some more paint being made up and put into a tower ready to be taken off for everywhere that needs it. I feel like half the coal I'm digging up is going to be made into paint. It's a bit ridiculous, but no, that's crude oil. Crude oil, of course, being oil that just tells dirty jokes and things. Where the hell am I? I'm not where I was trying to get to, that's for sure. No, it's blue pole. That's that one. So I need to go that way. Let's try and go the correct direction this time. Damn spheres. There we go. That's paint production. I recognise that anywhere. Okay, so over here. We need to make a copy of all of this going off in the opposite direction, and hopefully you're allowed to flip. Actually, it doesn't really matter whether you're allowed to flip blueprints or not, I don't think. But I am going to destroy that. There's one piece left somewhere. Right, so I'm going to need to fill in this whole thing here. In order to get myself some area to play with that isn't full of water. So lots and lots of landfill. Is that enough? 1, 2, 3. What? Oh no, wait. 1, 2, 3.5 big ones. 1, 2, 3. No, so it comes out all the way over here. I'm slightly concerned that this is going to get in the way. No, actually, this won't get in the way because it's not on the same thingy. Right. So what I want to do now is I want to copy. Not that. Try again. I want to copy from. Let's start from this end because this is the end that's got everything. That's not got something else pressed up against it. All the way across to about here. I don't want to get the tower in, but I do want to get the stuff around the bottom. Let's try that much. Oh, I don't know. I am going to need to rejigger these belts anyway, so but that's fine. Use now, unless I can just flip the thing. Is there a way to mirror a blueprint as opposed to rotate? Because I can rotate. I thought I could rotate it. Thought you could rotate blueprints. Doesn't seem to be rotating. That's a bit upsetting. Why can I not rotate the blueprint? Is it? Oh, is it because it went? It's because it went across a tropic line, probably. Ah, crap. All right. Let's copy the stuff that's in this area. Still crossing a tropic line. From here? Yeah. All right. Take that bit. And will it now let me rotate it? Use now. Rotate? No, I still can't rotate it. That's weird. Help? Any suggestions, chat? Yeah, I thought it might be the mixed tropics, but then it wasn't. I mean, maybe that is slightly mixed tropics. Let's copy something very, very small and see if it then allows me to rotate it. So let's take that much. Yeah, that I can rotate. It must be a tropics thing. That's annoying, especially as what I was. Actually, I don't know what maybe what I was doing wouldn't have worked. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Should be room for all of this, but it's gonna be awkward about it. It turns out. I don't really want to have to build it again, but mirrored. And it wouldn't be too difficult, to be honest. So I think I'll just have to rebuild it, unfortunately. Okay, so we have a couple of green belts coming out of here, going into loaders. Sure. Yes, Dyson sphere problems indeed. So we have a pilot there. Don't put it on top of the other one. That's stupid. Like that. So that's my coal. Then I need some green belts coming from there to. Sure. All right, that one. And also from there to there. Then from there to. I'm going to put in another. No, loadomatron. I can go to there. Stackomatron even. These things. You. No. You. Give me one. Stop it. Do as you're told. Give me one of those. Right. That goes there. And in. And out. And shake it all about. Right. Then we have that passing along and making the yellow paint and then a machine making yellow paint and then a machine making the green paint directly from it. I could paint all the stages. I think I decided I didn't really care because coal was relatively cheap, but then I do seem to be running a little bit low on coal. So yeah, all right, let's do that. Okay, so we're going to make all right, to make it, let's do this on a sort of standard. Let's make full belts of things. What's nameology? So we need to make tier 1. Why am I looking in there? Tier 1 paint, which is an item. Paint 1. There we go. Paint 1 is half a second to make. It turns 1 into 1. So we need 3 machines. 3 machines of that will make a belt. Okay, fine. Then we need to make diamonds. What does this take? This takes. But that takes 2 of them. So we need 2. We actually need 2 belts. We need 6 of these machines in order to make a belt of this. 6 of these make 6 machines making paint 1 to make to going to 6 machines making paint 2, and 12 making diamonds. Okay, that's not too bad. So we'll have if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. you mean collide with other object? So, 1, 2. I suppose I should actually set them up. That would make sense, wouldn't it? A little bit of that. Right, and then on the other side of it, I'm going to put in the smelters, and it was 12 smelters as a. Oh wait, I haven't left room for the painters. Painter goes here. Could look into blue paint actually. Oh no, I don't want. I don't know. I don't want to start using up bucky tubes. That comes. Well, that comes with 60 sprays and plus 25%. This comes with 24 sprays, so it's twice as much and slightly more productivity. I don't think it's worth it. I think the bucky tubes are sufficiently hard to make that it's not. Yeah, it's not going to be worth it. Okay, so I need an assembly machine here, like that, and then we have a belt coming out from here. It's only going to go to 3 of them because these things will produce it so fast. And coming back up here like this. I could do some stacking, I suppose. Yeah, probably stacking is the way to go. So now, then I can put in delete a chunk of this belt actually, like that. Then I put in 2 of these there and there. Then we'll, yeah, this is, and then over here we are inserting, exerting. That then goes into there, and out of there to there, out of there to there. Sure, I don't care. And then another painter over here like that. So let's put it there so I can actually get the belt to it easily. Then I need you were supposed to be making paint 1, and then we have shift click, not shift right click. 1, 2, 3. Then on the other side of this belt, actually wait, hang on. This is. Then we over here we have another belt coming from over here somewhere. Comes along here like this, and when it gets about here, it pops out and goes along here and into that machine. There we go. Then I can put in another 3 of these, like 1, 2, 3. Bum, bum, bum. Right. Good. And then we'll put the paint 2 machines along on the other side. That's fine. And first I'm going to put in the diamond smelters along here. I said I needed 12 of these, didn't I? Yes, because it's twice as many. So 1. But that will. Hang on. That's a single belt's worth, isn't it? Because the paint 2 took 1 diamond. Yes, so it's a single belt's worth of this. Don't autosave when I'm trying to do something. That's rude. So that goes there, and then this is in the wrong place. I need this. Actually, no, it does work. You can put them in and out anywhere along the side of it. That's fine then. Good. So then this we have 12 of these. 1, 2. Okay, can you just put in the ones you can put? Oh no, no, stop it. Not that. Right. So 1, 2, 3. I wish I could just put that down, and I wish I could put it in place and just have it not put down the bits that it can't put down. Because I mean, there's plenty of room for another sort of there. You just need to put it in a slightly different place. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Where's the one within a funny place? 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and I've run out of belts. And I've realised I've forgotten to program them, but never mind. That is actually fairly easy to fix. So I go in here, tell that one to start making diamonds, and then I can go. Nope, if I press the right buttons, it'll help. Copy, paste, paste, paste. Yep, that's good. Right. Next, power. There, plump, and yeah, there I guess, and there. Could have left a bit. Maybe I should have left a bit more space over here because I can get some of those with that one, and I can I get those with this one? I can. That's right then. Okay, so that's making me my diamonds and my paint 1, which is everything I need to start making paint 2, so that's good. I just need to bring this round up to here, through the middle of here, like that, apparently. And then down, round here like this, because it's the other input over here. And then I'll need another one of these painting machines. Yes, you, there. And then we have 6 of these machines. Except you're not doing that recipe, you're doing that recipe. And now I know where the output is. We've put in a... Okay, so there's going to be 6 of these as well. So it's going to be to about here. Looks like it is going to just fit, which is nice. You can feed that round here, up here, and into the tower. And that, I think, doubles the... No, I don't think it... No, I don't think that does quite double the amount of paint I'm producing in this facility, but it's a good start. So over here we've got 1 input, so we actually need 2 inputs, please, and 1 output like that. There we go. I need to extend these belts. Bomp. Bomp. No, don't. Has it joined them? I can't honestly can't tell. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then let's tidy up a little bit after myself. Bunk, 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 bunk. Right, so now all we need to do is send in the paint, send in the carbon, and power a little bit as well, of course. There's one over there that doesn't have power for some unfathomable reason, because I thought I went along there and did all of that, but apparently not. So what have you got over here? You've got... I mean, to be honest, the easiest way to do this is just going to be to split this one and have a splitter over here, like that one, doing that. You're a flat... Oh, no, you're not. I thought I got that wrong. And then coming out of there, going straight through into these. Oh, have I got the... Oh, no, that's alright. Seems to be okay. Then from here, it needs to come over... Why are you sad? Oh, great. Alright. In that case, I'll come out the back of the other side of here. Like this. Over round here. Oh, God. This, tropic thing is a pain in the wasp name. Why are you just not... No, don't be... Yeah, okay, that's slightly better, I suppose. Do that. There we go. Right, and yeah, I need to put the power back in over here now, because I broke everything. Because of course I did. There we go. Right. Now, if I tell these two to be coal, we should get a supply of paint running, and it'll be as efficient as possible, because we will, at least once it's run round in circles a little bit, we'll be feeding the paint up to here and here and here. Just need to all of the pass-throughs areas. Right. Phew. Okay, Al. Well, thanks for joining. Yes, hope you. And I'll see you later. Painting the final paint. Yeah, that's a good point. Yes, you're right. I am. Yes, I do need to paint the paint because the paint is being painted on the way out of the painting areas. How many times can I say paint before it means nothing? No, on this belt. There we go. Put that there. Nice. Heh, that fitted in surprisingly well. Okay, something is not working. Why are you not diamonding? Oh, bother. Or possibly slightly cruder terms for that. I forgot. I got the recipe wrong. Ah. Right. Okay, let's try that again. So actually, to make a diamond, you have to cook. So you cook 1 carbon, energized carbon, and energized carbon takes 2 coal. So that's probably why there was quite so much coal being pumped in there, and that takes 2 seconds to make 1. And that takes 2 seconds. Oh, so yeah, I failed. So that means if it takes 2 seconds to make one, then I need 12 of those. I shouldn't have taken those machines out, actually, because they were in the right place and had everything set up. They just need to loop around an additional time to make it into diamond rather than carbon. So, okay, we'll just rebuild all that again. I've got enough of these things. So, we put one in there. We then tell it, actually, you're going to be making energetic carbon. Insert it like that. And then there's going to be another belt coming round on this line, like this. It's going to come all the way along here, round underneath here, then back up along here, like that. And we're going to have all kinds of fun and shenanigans here with it because we're on a tropic line again. But I think it should be just about manageable. So feed that out like that, like that. But then we put in another one of these. 2, 3. And this is the one that complains. 4, 5, 6, 7. Another complainy one. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And I need to charge the bot, because of course I do. Right, stand between those for a little while. Okay, then I do exactly the same thing again. Put in one of these. Let's put this. Just put this in. I can't see if it's in the right place from here. Can't line it up. I might not be able to line it up at all actually because of the tropics, but we'll try a little bit. So put that there. Oh, it's actually made it in just north of the tropics. Cool. That's a little bit easier than I was afraid it was going to be. So we're going to bring that back out like that, and then this one can then join on to lack of item. I don't have a lack of item, but there are supposed to be bots bringing it to me, but I'm obviously outside the range of those bots. Great. 1, 2, 3. No, wait. Program it first. Too far to operate. Of course it is. You. Don't do that. Actually, diamonds. Then we can burn them later in oxygen as discussed. So stand here. Right. 1, 12. Counting. Oh, I don't seem to have inserters across the bottom. I obviously forgot those. Fine. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and then there's a couple of these that need inputs and outputs. It's you, out, in, out, in. Right, that is now finished, apart from the belts that I don't have. Good. Typically, I fancy running out of belts of all the things. I've got a few, probably got a few of the green ones still. I've got a whole 5 belts left, and 106 green ones. So actually, I might just finish this off with a handful of green ones in a silly place where it doesn't actually matter. So actually, you've gone too far. You go too far. You go up. I'm 1 piece of belt short. Goodness sake. And I don't think you can have a single piece of green belt, so even if I try and join that to there with that, it's still going to need putting 2 of them for some completely unknown reason. But I will also need, I'm going to need paint belts for the paint as well, because they're going to put some in there, like that. So I'm going to need to use a bit more of this, bring that to there, like that, I suppose. There we go. Right, I think that is now probably going to work. Yes, we have the paint coming out here. Paint is going into these painting machines. It's flowing around here. It's filling up the tanks over here. Good, things are working. It just needs to sort of rummage through and actually, fill up all of the buffers everywhere. Phew. So I've got 6 machines here making paint 2. Over here I had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So this system here was probably making slightly more. Although I thought I did the maths for. Oh no, I thought. Oh no, because these take 2 of this. So we've got. No, hang on, Trout. What's going on here? Why is this not? Why is this not producing? Oh, it is producing very nearly a full belt. Not quite, but very nearly. It's just half of it's going around here. Half of it's going around here. So that's why. Okay, that makes sense. Jump. Jump. Jumpy bot. Yeah. So how are the inputs going? The inputs are actually full over here. So I'm going to put in an extra machine, I think. Then I'm going to go and get some more belts. Then when now let's just carry on using the green ones because I've got them. I might as well. There's probably a better place to use the green ones, really, given that I'm trying to slightly overload my inputs from what I thought I was getting. But meh. Do that, and then put in another one of these there. That should ensure we get slightly more than a belt coming through. Maybe I should upgrade this entire belt. How many do I have remaining? None. I've used up all my green belts. No, I've got 76 remaining. It just didn't show them very well. Boom. And boom. There we go. Right. Now we can definitely make... That definitely won't run out of space in here. So how's that getting on? That's my question. We seem to have a full belt of the paint flowing there, so that means it's going about as well as it could. But this is filling up and backing up, so maybe I could put in another one. Have I still got any? I've got 22 belts left. Right, let's put in another one of these. Another. Put it there. Okay, now we're starting to use it up slightly faster than it's coming in. But okay, that's using it up slightly too fast is probably a good thing because it means we've got more of it being used up. We're using it all. We're basically making as much as we can rather than making slightly less than as much as we could. Okay, so we've now got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, which is the same number of machines as we've got over here. I've used some faster belts and I've used more multiplicative stuff going through here. So yeah, we should be making a bit more paint than I was before. Yeah, we've got all of these are painted on the way in, so this should be going a bit better than it was. Now, we've still not got any in store here, in stock here, because we are using it up as fast as we're producing it, which is a bit of a shame. I was sort of hoping that we might be able to get to the point where we're just, actually keeping up. But maybe we are. I don't know, it's jumped up to 180 as soon as that got to whatever it was it got to. How much are we transporting at a time? Is it 30? Maybe it's 60. Probably 60. So yeah, when this gets to 240, like that, it immediately calls another drone over to come and get some. So yeah, we are not able to keep up with the... Currently, we're still not keeping up. However, I've doubled the amount that's being produced, so that perhaps we are just filling up buffers now. Let's look for some buffers. How are you doing? You've got none. Okay, so your buffer is not filled up at all. How about you? Are you collecting paint? You're not collecting. You're not even getting paint. You are. Your buffer's full. That's crazy. Let's give you a bit. Let's take this down to 2,000. I almost feel like I should do a local supply. Let's do supply for a moment, like that. Because there's a massive, crazy excess of paint in here. We don't need about 8,000 in here. Some of this can be taken away, and be sent over to places where it's needed a bit more. But then when this starts to get down to about a little bit lower, I'm going to flick that back over to local demand because we're not producing paint here, but we do want to have. But there's no point in having quite this much stored in one place. And doing this will hopefully sort out everywhere that's got. Yeah, there we go. That's about right now. There's one more bot coming in actually to get some. Let's let that arrive. So this is now down to a slightly less crazy level. Local demand. There we go. This is now down to a slightly less crazy level of paint being stored here, and hopefully this means we've now filled up all of the buffers. So places like this one that were waiting for paint have now got the 400 they were hoping for. Minimum drone load. Was that this one that had a wrong minimum drone load? Oh yes. Thank you. And how about you? Yep. And while I'm looking at all the towers in this area, let's just sort of carry on clicking on them and checking them out. So I do remember with some of them, but also I've forgotten with rather a lot of them as well. That one's set properly. This one's set properly. I have a lot of these towers now. I feel like this is a thing that should just be set automatically, but never mind. Ooh, there's one. So many towers. So much logistics. Goodness sake. Okay, this seems like them generally okay now. Right. Yeah, it would be nice to be able to change the default. So hopefully that might mean that this is now going to start filling up. Yes, this is now filling up a bit because we've dumped that 7,000 availability back into the, or at least several thousand of it back into the system. I think it's about 2,500 I dumped back in. So now all of the buffers are full, and that means this is able to now start filling up and giving me the paint I've been hoping for. Okay, what's next? Also, where are my charging towers? There are my charging towers. Let's go and charge up a bit while I think about what I need to do next. So how is my right? How is my area of making all of the new stuff doing? Where is it? What are you even doing? You're making Bucky stuff. My planet has got complicated. Ah, here we go. So we. Oh, I didn't set the. So we've got paint here. Oh, damn it! You're only supposed to be asking for say 2,000. Do you need? Does anyone need? No, we've got enough now, so I can just flick that back over to demand, and eventually it'll run down. So here, I can't program anything without going back over here, I don't think. But this is not working because we're not passing. Oh, okay, we're not passing something out here. I'm not quite sure what, but everything else looks like we actually have some of it going. So right, okay, I need to come back over here and get the processors flowing. Yes, I've got some processors. Let's pull that down to 4,000, 3,000. Because I still appear to be short of processors. Let's look for where I'm making the processors. Is there a way to tag parts of the map in this game? Does anyone know? Because I'm having a lot of trouble finding all of my inner things. And I'm pretty sure... Oh, is it here? Yes, here. So we've got plenty of... Okay, no, this is working fine. It's just that this is the speed we make processors at, apparently. So we've got plenty of copper. We've got plenty of silicon. We've got plenty of green circuits. It's just we can only make yellow circuits at this rate. Yes, processors and paint. You're quite right over there. Yes, those are the things I need to start getting exported. I think I need to put. But it looks like I need to put more machines in here making these things, which is odd. But I thought I did the numbers, but obviously not because well, it's not. So let's go over and do that because I can. Fly, please. There we go. So let's go and bump the processor production over here because that's going to be trivially easy, and then head over and get the rest of it sorted. So that means you're going to have to go, but that's okay because I can replace. Oh, because you're not powering anything, even better. So I'll put in a little bit of foundation along here like that, and then more of you. 1, 2, 3. Go for 3. Bump, 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 ba-dum. And then yes, they do need power, like that. So that's going to boost the production a little bit. Yeah, maybe. It's to an extent though. I mean, the tier 2 assembly machines, yes, they are 33% faster, sure. So they are a bit better. Don't get me wrong. But just but I could have this going through and putting in the better processing factory machines here wouldn't do any more than just putting in a few more of the tier 1s would. It's not like it wouldn't get me any more throughput because the limiting factor here is balancing the number of things that go onto one belt. So, but that said, I could potentially come through and upgrade all of the assembly machines and all of the belts. That is certainly a thing I could do. That possibility does exist. But at the moment, they're all designed to be balanced for the They're intended to be balanced for the number of for the speed of stuff that goes down a single belt, basically. Right, now I need to find my new factory area with the blue processor things. But once again, I've no idea where it is. Are you it? Yes, you are it. So I need to get to there. So it's that way, more or less. Whoosh. Yep, here we go. And over here. Touchdown. Bonk. So over here we have one of these is paint. This one is paint, so let's do that first because why not? And then this one is processors. Right. So this should now, yeah, those. Well, paint's all disappearing into there at the moment, but that's fine. That means the processors are going to get painted, and they're the most expensive things, so that's probably good. Those are getting painted on the way out. Those on the way. Yep, right. Okay, so now we can start making quantum processors or whatever they were called. Quantum chips. Chips. You can interfere with the quantum transition process and greatly increase the probability of particles appearing in certain states. Good. I mean, that's obviously. Well, I don't know how rude to be about it, the description of that. So I've left this a bit longer than I should have done. That's rather a lot of processors that are going to pile up along the belt over there, but never mind. This is clearly not enough machines. And I'm not quite sure why not. Possibly it's due to the I didn't multiply by 0.7 or divide by 0.75. That might be the reason. So let's put in another 3, just because that's an arbitrary number that I can do just like that. Apparently I can't. I have to put in 2 of them, and then I run out of inserters. So put in 1 more, and then I shall insert that manually like this, because I'm pretty sure I've got at least 1 of the tier 1 inserters in here somewhere. There they are. 4 of them, in fact. So do that and that. There we go. And also, yes, power. Very good. Have some power. Boop. Okay, so that can now run a little bit more effectively along there. Ideally, I want to get to the point where both these belts are running solidly, which actually they haven't reached yet. So I should go and do a bit of boosting on that. Are these all running? Yeah, they are. Okay, they are all. They seem to all be running. How are we getting on here? We've made 60 of them. This is a slow process. Jeez. I'm not looking forward to the rate I'm not going to be making the green science at this rate. Jeez. I'm going to have entire planets filled with basically this at this rate in order to try and make green science at a remotely acceptable rate. Well, so be it, I suppose. But then actually, there's a belt flowing in here of these things. There should be a belt, half a belt. What's the numbers? Okay, there should be half a belt flowing back out the other side. And these belts are flowing a bit stutterily. So I think I need to go and get close enough to the whatchamacallit place, my main bus, which is presumably on exactly the other side of the planet, where I'd have been having stuff brought out to me by now. Let's wait till I see some blue arrows pop up on here, and then I'll know I've got to the right place. Come on. Do I have to touch down? Oh, I've turned logistics off, that's why. Muppet. It's because that's when I emptied my inventory in order to pick up pick up that oil spill. I turned logistics off, and I forgot to turn it back on again. Okay. That one's on me. I will accept full responsibility for that. Yes, it's a long craft. Yes, so that means I need a large number of machines to be making them. Where is it? I've lost it. Lost it again. There it is. Yes, it's a 6-second craft. So that means if I want to fill an entire belt, I need 36 of them. 36 of them running. But I've got half belts Well, I've got full belts coming in, but I'm not going to be able. But it requires 2 of each thing. So actually, I want not 36. I want 18. To get to use the full input, so I need 18 of those machines. Yes. Oh, 9 seconds. Good point. 18 times. 18 times 4 divided by 3. 18 divided by 3 is 6. Times 4 is 24. Yeah, true. So yes, to deal with a full input belt, I would need 24 of those machines. Fidget spinners, yes. They definitely are. Okay, so we'll copy you. How many is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 16. I'll need to put some more belts in. Chomp, chomp, chomp. funny how chopping trees down doesn't put wood into your inventory unless you do it manually with the robot. I have no idea how many that is. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22. Let's put... Wait, it's in the wrong place. Ah, I hate it. No. 23. I did say 24, I know, but I'm not 100% convinced there's a full belt coming in. Is that going to be enough? Is it going to reach? Probably not. Let's put one there as well. And there. And there. And there. And now we have no diamonds. Probably because there's a machine, one of the rows along here is not pulling its weight. They're not even diamonds. They are weird blue glass plain things. Yeah, so that belt is not running fast enough to keep up with this. So the next thing to do is the same along here to extend this wildly and probably inappropriately. So we'll have another belt go from there to there and there to there and there to there. And then while it's doing that, we can then go bop, 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 bop. I need a little bit more belt over here actually for that one. And then I'll need to put in this inserter like that. Oh yeah, power. And now this is just going to bump the shortages back another tier, but I can carry on just extending things until we're producing things at the rate I wish to become accustomed to. There we go. Right, so that's now going to swallow up all of this stuff that's coming through. We're probably going to need more pink things and more blue things and so on, but at least now we should have a quantity being produced. Whether it'll be enough, I wouldn't like to say. Oops, no, not you. Oh yes, so this is the thing. This is the point where I was going to say yes. I'll put this onto 2 belts, wasn't it? Because there's going to be a shortage of. No, it wasn't. I just did that to stop it flowing all the way up the belt. Never mind. So how are we getting on here? Are all these machines working? It looks like it. That's this row of machines. They all do seem to be going ka-chunka, sort of as you'd expect. And the pink things seem to be keeping up actually quite impressively. And actually so do the maybe the blue things are not keeping up quite so well. Ooh, maybe they are actually. Yeah, okay. This seems to be stable now at this speed. I'm still not convinced we have enough of these coming through to keep everything satisfied around here. But it's not doing too bad. What are these anyway? These are the planes. Right. How long is this recipe? I feel like these are coming out very, very slowly. Because it's a 12-second recipe. Okay, so this is the stage, as I was saying. I need 72 machines on this stage if I want to actually produce a full belt of it, which is kind of ridiculous. Maybe what I'll do is I could loop this round the end here and have another row that comes along here. That might make sense. Yeah, let's do that. So if I copy, yeah, because this input belt is only just keeping up. I can't double. Well, if I can double this, but if I do, I won't have enough of any of the previous stages being made. I don't know. Is it worth it? Is this just because we've got most of these machines are running. Most of these machines are running. Oh, do I have power issues? You might be right. Oh yes, we were talking about that earlier. I completely forgot. Yeah, we do not have enough power. Okay, how's my Dyson swarm swarming? We've got nearly 100% satisfaction on the Dyson swarm. That's good. I'm not sure why the rate of launching has dropped down. Oh yes, I remember one of the other things I was going to do. Let's get rid of those. Does that help my power at all? No. One of the other things I was going to do was start launching these Dyson sphere components instead of solar sails, because that way we can start making proper Dyson swarm. We can start making proper Dyson sphere, and they'll stop breaking. I completely forgot about that. Ah, right. Okay. So, let's go to the end of the bus. Do I want to do it from the bus? Maybe not. I probably want to set up another town somewhere that's making Dyson Sphere components and lobbing them at the sun. So what do we need for that? We need, so to make one of these, we need processors, which we're making at a rate. We need solar sails. We've got the ingredients for these. These are being launched off to parts unknown, and that already. We need. I mean, all of these are made out of things that we already have to an extent, but not necessarily to a great extent, because I don't think we've got this on the logistics system, and that requires acid, which is a faff. But again, I am making it off the bus. The sails are indeed being made off planet, but the two ingredients for the sails are being made on this planet. So I've got the bucky sheets and the photon combiners. Both of those are made on this planet. So making the sails on this planet is pretty trivial, as these things go. Yeah, so those I made a few of those for something else I was making. Maybe I'll start making Dyson Sphere components slowly, but then I'll need to make the rockets as well to launch them, because you can't launch them with the same gun things. And that requires these components, fine. These processors, good. I've just started making those. Actually, so this wasn't wasted. I would have needed to have done this anyway. All right. And also these things, deuterium fuel rods. And I do have some deuterium actually somewhere. I have an area that's making it because it was mostly because it was in order to make hydrogen. No, not sorry, mostly in order to sink hydrogen to get rid of it because I had too much of it. Okay, so this is doable. These are expensive though. I mean, this is all possible. Let's set this up to make and have it go slowly and just sort of see off the bus and see how it all goes, and then start making it properly somewhere else next week because it's 10:30. So yeah, over here I'm making somewhere. Yeah, I'm making the frames here. I'm making the titanium doohickeys, yes, is here. So yeah, most of the stuff is already in this sort of area. We're making the parts for here we're making the parts for the solar sail. So I can steal these belts and start nicking this one, either by increasing the amount that are being made, or that's currently limited by goodness knows what, the amount of glass coming in of all things. So I could start making more of these, or I could just nick all of these and stop making solar sails if I'm making something better. The titanium is here, as I said. If I can find where here is here. So that's right. Let's have a look at this. So this takes processors, which are fine. They're on the bus. It takes solar sails, the components of which are nearby. That's probably okay. And it takes these things, which are being made on the bus in small quantities. It then also takes this. We're making. So I'll have to bring in the blue processors by magic. I mean logistics. And I'll have to make deuterium fuel cells where I bring in deuterium by logistics. Try and find some particle containers. Great. And what's that other thing? Is that iron? It is iron, of all things. Right. Why would I not cannibalize the solar sails? Are we not making the? Are we not then going to be making? Are we not going to then be launching the Dyson Sphere components? And therefore, I suppose. Yeah, I guess actually, yes, you're right. I should probably. It's going to take me a while to get this up and running, so yeah, I think you're probably right. And I'm presumably also going to need a rocket launch silo, which is this thing. That's not too bad. It's all sort of just stuff. So I'll still need solar. Even after I've started launching the Dyson Sphere components, I'll still need solar sails. I thought the whole point was they were an upgrade, and you switch over from the sails to the switch over from the swarm to the sphere, basically. But okay, no, I'll take your word on that. So what I'll do is I'll come over here. I'll start making these in larger quantities so that I can split off half of them and it won't matter. That makes sense, I think. Yeah, I think you're right. I agree with your cautionary tale because it seems sensible. Oh, actually, in the short term, I should just put down some more dishes. Have I got any dishes? and actually I should go and dump all of this crap into those machines over there before I leave. Why is there why are there two of these things here? What are you doing? Oh, you're linking that together. Well, I seem to be a bit short of these guys, so I'm just going to grab a couple of them, and then I'm going to replace them with normal pylons, like I can't see the line. There's the line. Like this. No, oh, bollocks. What this game desperately needs is an undo, or you should be able to when you put down a ghost and it hasn't been built yet, and you've just realised you put it in the wrong place. You need to be able to right click on it. Yeah, I know they're long range towers, but they're also more convenient being used as power as charging the mech towers. So I'm going to reclaim them. What was I doing? Where am I? I'm here. How on earth am I here? I'm very confused. What I actually wanted to do was go over to... Is it here? Yeah, I probably should have done. The idea was suggested, did occur to me, and that sort of thing, but I don't know, haven't bothered. Okay, what goes into it? Is Bucky sheets in any of these? I'm sure it goes in somewhere. There we go. I thought, just as I thought. Silicon? No, we're not using silicon here. We are using titanium somewhere. You're using titanium, I'm sure. Yeah, someone's using the crystals. You? No, you. There we go. Get rid of all of that. Processors, yes, they're being used down here. Hydrogen is being used somewhere there. Hydrogen still being used there. Diamonds? No, I don't think we are using diamonds here. That was all for the paint. I'm miles from anywhere that's using the paint. Yeah. Paint 1. Can I put that in here? Just no. Fair enough. I didn't think that would work. That's freed up a bit of space from... got rid of some of the nonsense in my inventory at least. Right, let's get back over and find the bus now. Yeah, I guess I've been building stuff close enough together that most of the time I haven't needed big power pole equivalents. It's not been too much of an effort to just move power around with the other sort of power poles. Now, what I should be doing... Oh yeah, dishes. Let's do that because as observed, I am rather short of power. So let's take them and let's fly off to the poles and put down another 10 at each pole if I can squeeze them in. Here we go. Where's the actual pole? Let's assume this is the pole. Yes, it is. Okay. Whoop. So let's try and put down another 10. These make a very strange buzzing sound. Let's try and put in another 10 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I said 8. 9. 10. And now let's go to the other pole. Do the same down there. What's that done to my power requirements? There we go. We've now got generation capacity of 375 and we're using 321. Now, I do sometimes wonder with these things whether this is the possible generation capacity if every single dish was working at 100%, and therefore it's not actually going to be working like that. But yes, I know the components build a frame, and you need and you attach the sails to the frame. That's in there somewhere. That's why I was going to cannibalize the sails until someone said, actually no, you shouldn't be cannibalizing the sails. You're still going to want to put them out there because it's going to take you a couple of weeks to get the sails up and working properly. I shouldn't. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 for sure. Right, there we go. That should now give me enough power for at least a while to stop me going mad. I mean, stop it all browning out. Yeah. So yeah, when you make the where are they? The items. Yeah, when you make these things, they take 3 sails in order to build them. So yes, so I am going to need the sails. I've overshot because I was too busy talking. Um, but it makes sense to carry on making these bits. So actually, what I should do, if I go off and look for where the glass is coming from, if I get the glass supply sorted out, then I'll have enough of these that it won't matter if I nick half of them. Probably. So why is the glass supply so bad? Presumably it's been pulling from a stone patch that's just got exhausted. Oh no, it's because there's only 2 machines making it, because I didn't think I needed much glass or something equally dumb. Okay. It's a silly design. I quite like it, but it's a silly design. I don't suppose you can stack these, can you? No. That'd be far too easy. I don't suppose I can fit one of them in there. No, it's going to collide with everything. Right, yeah, I think I mean, I could. No, I don't want to paint this because it's going on to too many different things. It's a shame you can't stack other stuff as well. Basically, all I've got to say about this. Yeah, there is glass coming from both ends. No, the other end might be easier to do something about. Where else? So there's a little glass smelting area over here, which isn't getting enough stone through. So actually, yes. All right, and yeah, short-term fix. Let's go over and give that a kick and put in some more mining drills over here. Sort this out a little bit so this starts to produce the stone and the glass a little bit faster. And then maybe I'll completely replace this with something else. I don't know. Later. There we go. Let's get rid of that, and let's put in some drills here and just get this up and running a little bit more sensibly. Can I get both of those? What if I do a little bit of a spinny? Whee! Too far. There we go. Just like that. And then like that, and probably like that. Okay, so we then feed all of these into there. Boom, boom, come on, boom. Sure, why not? Let's go cursed. Right, there we go. So now I can once again drop power in because everything needs power. Now there we go. Now we've got a decent supply of stone being produced. We can actually produce the glass a bit more quickly and effectively over here. For some reason, that's what is going on here. Just no. You go to there, and then to there, and then to there. You go onto there. You go onto there. There we go. Right. I did. You're quite right. It got a little bit fiddly with I couldn't get them all in without putting out foundation. I decided I didn't care because this is probably not going to last forever. We've filled the belt up. Is that enough to keep this all satisfied? Yes, it is. Okay, so now we've got a bit more glass coming through. I don't like what I've done here with the bus. Having it flowing in both directions is kind of bad and ugly and just wrong. But I'm gonna leave it for now, safe in the knowledge that I've kind of doubled or tripled the amount of glass that's coming in. So it's a lot better than it was before, at least. So yeah, so we're gonna at least start producing these things a bit more quickly. So that means I can feel slightly less bad about coming over here and going, I'm going to steal all of your stuff. What's that doing? Oh, okay, no, it is doing things properly. That's fine. So, I'm going to break that. I'm going to put in one of these here. I'm going to break that. And I'm going to take that in here. What is going on? High up. You're already high. Just go into the bloody... Why are you being difficult? Oh, you're very high. That's why. Oh, no, what? What the hell is going on with this belt? Right. Okay, I see what's going on with this belt. Go in there. Then come out of there and join on to there, because that's obviously what you're... No, down. There we go, like that. Yes. And then this one can come out this way. Right, got that working. Yeah, that's true. Yes, I might as well turn that round and just run all the glass the other way up the belt. I think you're right. I shall do that when I come around to come to fix this whole thing. This comes over here like that, and then in a minute I'll worry about exactly what's supposed to be going on and where and how and why and who and what and other such words. Now I feel actually like I should be stacking this and putting in more glass smelters because this isn't giving me enough. Let's stack. You? Yes. Yes, that way around. Good. Be up. Less good. There and there, please. What? Oh, just put things where I want them to be put. Oh, actually, that should probably go there. That one. Then let's just belt this up again. Like, belt. There we go. In there, out there. In there, out there. Power for those as well, of course, like that. And then the same over here. Let's just go. I suppose it doesn't actually matter. We're getting a full double trouble coming out of here anyway. But I'll stack this one as well, just for later on when things start to go when things start to run out on these patches. That and that and that. Right, there we go. Actually, what I should have done here as well is copy that to yeah, use now. Give. Put it there. Just do it. It's fine. And remove that, and belt like that. Sure. Okay. And charge the robot because that's always a good idea. I could just link this straight into here and have that one do that one, but no, I think better to cut that and put in a splitter, if I can find one, a splitter, flat split. Even better idea, it would be to get rid of a little bit more of this, like this, and then put my splitter in slap bang in the middle, and we just use all of that, all of its inputs and outputs, like this, like there. It's just that's in the way, isn't it? So, like that, then like that, and like that. Why have we not built all of this stuff? Have I not got any of these? Oh, they're all slow inserters. That's why. Yeah, all of the inserters are missing. All of these smelters are missing all of the inserters because it was built with slow ones, and I don't have any slow ones in my inventory. So copying and pasting didn't work. Can I just upgrade things like that? Yeah, I can. Right, we'll leave that one there just to get them out of my inventory as much as anything else. Why are you moaning about not being connected? You're like right there on top of the belt. Stop complaining. Why are you difficult? Why are you like this? Why don't you just work? There we go, now we're making glass, at last. Except for that one there, which needs power. And that there, which needs to be joined up. Phew! Right, okay, now we're making glass at, well, at the rate that we're producing stone at over here, anyway, which is a reasonable rate. I'm not quite sure I understand why that belt is able to not be full. Oh, this... Okay, yeah, I understand why. Because that stacker isn't stacking because the stuff's coming through too slowly. So actually I need to do this and replace that with a proper splitter, like so. And then I can do that, and that, and that. Said that. Join those together, perhaps? There we go. That's better, isn't it? Stupid thing. Right. Okay, so we have now a decent flow of stone. All of the stone that's coming out of these mines is now just being turned straight into glass, and that is, well, it was briefly a full belt of it. Hopefully, once this run starts running again properly, we'll have a nice full belt coming out. Maybe, I don't know. We'll see how it goes. We've certainly loaded all of the smelters, I think. Yeah, it's a good amount. It's not quite a full belt, but it's very, very close, and I think that's going to be fine for my purposes. So looking over here, we now see that yes, we actually have a full belt coming along here, which is even better. Let's tell this to prior. Actually, no, it doesn't matter. No, let's leave that as it is. Okay, so now we've got a lot more of whatever these things are coming out. What are these things? Photon combiners coming out. Good. There's another coal patch here. I should probably dig that up and put it on into a logistics network. Right, so over here we are making these things. We also have the input making the we also have all the bits of the sails around here. There's some of them over there. Some of them, oh, I don't know where. I can't remember what the other part of it is, but oh, it's bucky sheets. There they are. So we've got all of the stuff around here. Now the question is, if I'm just building up a small-scale proof of concept, which I think is my plan at the moment, I think that means what I'll probably do is kind of spaghetti it in an ugly way that isn't remotely expandable and future-proof, but will at least allow me to to see how it's all going, and then get a gentle trickle of them coming out. And if these things don't disintegrate after launch, like some certain things seem to, then that might not be too much of a problem. So the next thing after that requires these frames. So we now want to go straight on to the making these things, because those require the frames, and then I'll put something on the other side that makes the sails. We've got the belts here. So if I have another machine here that makes the sails, not those, not you sails. So I'll need to get the bucky sheets and the other it's in here, which is good. That's going to be the slight challenge and the spaghetti part of this, but we can at least start making these things over here now. As I say, I don't care an enormous amount about the raw speed that we're doing these at. So it's going to take those and the buckets and the process. So we've got that's processors. Sails coming from here. Those things, whatever they're called, are coming from there. So we need that. So I just need the sails now, which takes the bucky sheets and the photon combiners. Do I have bucky sheets or photon combiners anywhere nearby? What you know? No, not you. Bucky sheets, awesome. Let's bring that over here and here like that, and then I can load them in. That's nice and easy. Bucky sheets. Photon combiners are way out over here, but that's okay. I could bring them in. Whoa, that was a bit more zoom than I intended. Somewhere over here, so they're needed there. If I bring them in over the top of the titanium, oh cool! I put the titanium splittery thingy on the bus as well. Right, so I bring it in sort of straight across here somewhere. So put in a cut about here like that. One of these like that. Belt, 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 belt. Right, this comes straight out like this. It's parts of it are a bus. In fact, a lot of it is a bus still, I'd say. Some of it is a spaghetti bus, but there is a bus as a sort of the source of all of my woes. I mean, ingredients, resources. Yeah, I think it still counts as a bus, really. Yeah, some of these little factories that are coming off the bus are a bit of a weirdness. I built that too far away because I didn't know how. I'm never quite sure how far you have to put these things apart to do direct insertion. That is further apart than it needs to be, clearly, but I think that's tier 2 inserter is going to be able to keep up with it without any problems. Right, so I'm now making some Dyson Sphere components. Um, good. So now I need to make this, which also requires the processors that are going to be brought in by logistics system. It requires these that require iron and purple and deuterium, which is coming in by logistics system. So the purple things, where are they? I know I'm making them somewhere, but I don't know where. Yeah, buses are one of those things that they start off lovely and neat and tidy and stuff, and then gradually you cobble things in because you have an afterthought, and then it becomes then it becomes an abomination. What the what is going on here? So we've got, what are these things even called? Particle containers coming out here. But we've also got them coming in. No, this is taking them out as well. Okay. Oh, I see. Yes, they're being put onto this belt here for strategic purposes, but they're also being put onto this belt here, where they're just disappearing off over this way onto this belt. So they are on the bus, they're just not being used from the bus at all. So okay, that's fine. Let's make this longer and longer and longer and crazier, because why not? What could possibly go wrong? Bring that to here, then put in another one of another splitter in like that, in vertical configuration, like that. Then come out of here and yeah, just follow along next to this belt. That sounds like a good plan. Not that last bit though. Let's get rid of that. And then from here, no, here, go up again. Okay, this is already higher. Right. Okay. I see. This needs to go up like many. In ways that are apparently illegal. Okay. So let's get rid of a bit of this and then make that go up again. Yeah. So that's the same height as this, so I need to go up one and go across here. Do I want this to come in at exactly the same point? I think I'm just going to save that for a moment while I think about what I've done. So we're going to have, these are being passed into a machine that's going to make rockets. Machine that's going to make rockets can go there. Again, that might be too big a gap, but I don't trust the game. Let's find out actually. So I can't put that there because they touch. I can put it there, and actually that looks like probably is enough for gap in this point in the universe to do that. Okay, so we're going to make rockets here. That requires those, and it requires deuterium cans, which are made in a doopy-doop-doop particle collider. Okay, do I still have a particle collider in my inventory? It's a fractionator. That's also a fractionator. That's a particle collider. Excellent. That's massive. Okay. We'll put that there then. So you are going to make green tubes. So you require right. So you require those things. This can, having this belt come in here. Okay, you need to be a bit higher up than that. Okay, that'll do. And then you can go horizontal. No, you can't because you're going to hit this machine. All right. Then you can go down here and go horizontal. Right. Okay. So what else do you need? You need iron and you need deuterium. Getting the iron in here is going to be interesting, but that's probably not too difficult. Which one's the wrong thing? I don't think I've got the wrong thing. Oh, you're right. Yeah, that is the wrong thing. Ah, crap. Yes, you're quite right. That is the wrong thing. It was it looked green. I got confused. So I actually made that. That's a strange matter. What I need is that, which is made in a assembler. Okay, that's nice. That's even easier then. Bye. Don't need that. I have sudden doubts. So you are going to make deuterium fuel rods. So I brought this over here completely unnecessarily. This, oh, for goodness sake. Don't need any of that. Ah. Where's my strange matter production? I might as well give it all of this stuff that I've just accidentally picked up. Here it is. It's this guy. You. Go in there. What? No. Put that in there, please. Or is that just already full, and so I can't put these into it? It's already full, so I can't put these into it. Ah, oh, bloody hell! Rage. And this game, unlike Factorio, I can't put them in there, which is annoying. I suppose I could drop them onto this belt for potential any time in the future that I might need these bloody things. No, that's not what I meant to do. What I'm trying to do here is put these onto the belt like that. Yes, there we go. Because I don't know a better way to get rid of this stuff at this point. I can't just chuck it into the machine I actually want to chuck it into. So I'm going to have to put it here. And I'm probably never going to actually use these particle containers because there's not going to be anything else further down the bus that needs them. It's just a complete waste of stuff. But grumble, 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 grumble. Right, let's try and do this again with a bit less fail. So in here, we still need we do need deuterium. We need titanium alloy, which is around here somewhere, I think. That's steel. That's Bucky tubes. Titanium alloy, there it is. Spaghetti time. Hup. Alright, slightly more up, and then down. Right. You don't require those though, do you? No, you don't. Okay, so we've got titanium bits going in there. So that's one of the things it needs. It also needs these supermagnetic rings, and it needs deuterium. So the deuterium is going to come in out of a tower, as we've established. So we'll put one of them in now. They're so big, they tower over everything ridiculously, which is quite funny. But anyway, right. So we want you to have deuterium. We want to have that set like that. We want to do local demand. We don't want to go for quite that much. We'll go for 4,500 because why not? Let the tower charge up, that's fine. We'll give it some short-range drones because that's what we do. And then, what was the other thing it required? We needed over here. There's something else that's going to be bringing in by that. Oh yeah, processors for these things. And again, same thing. Demand, but don't demand too much. Because there isn't much available, I'm afraid. Oh, and all the oh no, not all the drones are gone. There just aren't any available apparently. That's a bit ridiculous. Okay. Oh wait, hang on. No, we don't need that. We don't need that. No, stop it. Get rid of that because we've got the processors coming in on the bus there. So we've actually got. Yeah, have we got what are we missing still? We're not missing anything here to make those things. We need to pass them up to here to make the rockets. And oh yeah, the blue processors. I remember. Blue processors, those things. 2,000 demand. There we go. Shoop. That's filled up very very quickly. There's obviously lots of them available. Awesome. Okay, that's a good idea. I'll grab some of the rods. Yeah, once we've made some. So that's going into here. We need these things along. So put a belt along here like that, and okay, the belt needs to be make the belt slightly longer, probably at both ends, just because. And then feed from you onto there. It seems to be able to go onto the end of the belt. I don't know why it didn't work before. Just the vagaries of the game, I guess. Alright, so that's those things being passed along. You're missing So you're missing your fuel cells, you're missing your quantum processors, you're missing your fuel cells, but the fuel cells are missing the deuterium, which I've got that brought in, and the supermagnetic rings. So I need to find those. Those I'm again pretty sure. Here they are. Yep, I knew they were around somewhere. So I need to somehow get those out and bring them over here. That shouldn't. Yeah, that's not too bad. We'll do it from here. I say that. Not sure there's going to be room for this. Oh, maybe, yeah, there is actually. Yeah, I think there is. Yeah, there we go. That's fine. And go up one. Across. And then over here. I should go across this far. And then we can come down to ground level. Bimble it along, bring it along here like this. I can't even remember what this was for. Oh yeah, this was this for this? This was for this thing, I think. Give me the. Let me look at the thing. Yes, for this one. Right, good. No, that's the belt. That. There we go. Can you tell? I hadn't really. Yeah, I think you're right. I sort of hadn't noticed it myself, but I think bringing the wrong sort of thing over, trying to make the wrong sort of green tube over here was quite annoying, and I think that's something I should have noticed a little bit sooner than I did. Okay, so you are waiting for processors. So out of here, let's bring out. I need to put in the belt first. I kind of want to get this finished because it feels like I'm so close at this point that it feels silly not to actually get this system finished off, and yet it's taking long enough that, as you say, my consciousness levels are starting to droop a little bit, which unfortunately is bad for how good my narration is and therefore how good the stream is. So perhaps that's a reason I should call it a night for quite soon. But then okay, we need the deuterium out of so yeah, that's the processors, isn't it, for this thing? Yes, quantum processors for the U. Why a spaceship needs a quantum processor, I have absolutely no idea, but you know, I'm just doing as I'm told at this point. Bring this over here, I suppose. Feed that into there, and you are deuterium, which can be put on a belt as well, apparently, because why not? Why the hell not? Right, so that now, how are we doing? We are making the fuel cells. We've got everything we need there. We are should be making the rockets because we should have everything we need there. But I've not put an inserter in on this side, and I can't see because there's a tower in the way. There we go. Is that everything you need? No, you haven't got the fuel cells because that needs an inserter as well. Direct insert there. You are building. You are happy. Good. You have 2, so that's not sufficient, but it'll get there. Okay, so that's now working kind of. So all I need now is a rocket. Is one of these vertical launch facilities, which is a building, which is a lot of stuff, but most of that stuff is sort of in this area. So I can grab all of that and just handcraft it, I think. I've only got 15 lozenges. I've got. I don't know what have I got. What am I missing here? I need quite a lot more of this stacked titanium stuff. So let's grab some of that. Get that up to 80 easily enough, I think. There we go. I need 30 frame materials. Now frame materials are actually being made in a machine over here, and that makes it a bit harder to yoink them. There's one. So this is going to be a difficult process too. Maybe I should have them passed out somewhere because actually they're used for something else as well. I'm sure they are. But yeah, they're going into here, so there's probably going to be 60. That's plenty. Right. Okay. So we've now got enough of those. So rocket launch silo, 30. Need some more lozenges, and I need 10 of these. 11, close enough. Right, let's get some lozenges, and then I'll be able to. And I've got an entire box of them. I don't need 100. I'll take 50 apparently. And then I can make myself one of these. Make it so. Takes 20 seconds to build apparently, but that's fine. I don't mind. I'm only making the one. Then I can put that in over here, and I'm guessing that's going to just launch straight off with the I don't know how big this is going to be. I might need to fill in half of this lake, but once this is made, there we go. That thing. Yeah, it's slightly chonky. Where's the inputs? Are they okay? The inputs are on. I'm gonna have to run a belt into it. So I'm gonna need to fill in this lake, as we can see. There we go. And then big blue thing. Rocket silo. Yeah.
You have built a vertical launching silo.
I have.
Now you can use it to construct the main structure of the Dyson sphere.
Yay.
But before that, you need to enter the Dyson sphere panel to finish planning the Dyson sphere nodes and frames. After the plan is completed, the vertical launching silo will automatically launch small carrier rockets loaded with Dyson sphere components to build the nodes and frames. Each rocket provides one structure point, and you can use the vertical launching silo panel to master the required structure points.
Each rocket provides one structure point. Okay. I'm hoping that's going to mean more to me when I open the panel and have a look at it, because at the moment I'm not quite sure what I'm doing. But still. Power. Boom. There we go. Shove some of those in there. No, it seems to say. Okay. So, let's have a look at the Dyson sphere. Let's try and plan some Dyson shell. Orbit. Dyson shell. Here we go. Dyson shell layers. Ooh. I mean, I think one is probably sufficient. Yes, that seems to be a shell. I mean, I'm kind of okay with that. It's just outside the Dyson swarm I've got being made at the moment, so... Oop, pop. Yeah, that seems fine by me. Can I then select you and tell you to do Dyson shell layer 1? There we go. That's probably it. Inspect, make build plan. Okay. Latitude too high, upgrade stress system. What? I don't understand. Oh, okay. I can only make them on the. Ah, got it. I can only make them on the on the equator for now. Okay. Oh, I've launched a rocket. Hooray! Okay. So I can now start I can place these like this. Surely there's an easier way to do this. I can plan along like this. Okay. Let's go the other way, because then the way everything's turning is actually going to be going in the direction I'm trying to go, and it'll work with me rather than against me. Okay, well let's plot all these out. I feel like there should be an easier way to do this, but at least if I can get myself a Dyson ring going, then I guess that's a start. I feel like this is sort of working. Oh, yeah, put one in the wrong place. How do I get rid of it? Delete, okay. This is thrilling content, I'm sure. Nearly there. I don't think I need to pause, to be honest. I can just leave the system ticking away while it... There we go. I now that. There we go. I've planned a Dyson ring now. So let's get back out of there. Can I have another rocket? I don't know. You know what? Let's have a look at that. Let's see if I can find that bit of the Dyson ring I've just made. Yes, there it is. There are my Dyson chunks. Whatever those things are called. Yay! Good. Okay, so I've launched my first rocket, taking another rocket carrier Dreams to #1002 according to its established trajectory, and the first Dyson sphere will surely start to appear before your eyes. Wow. Yeah, but I want. Oh, I don't know. I was going to say that the closer I put them together, the better, because the more I can have, the more energy collectors I can have. Maybe, I don't know. Yes, I know I've launched a few, and that seems to be okay. 9 out of 4,200 apparently. Yeah, so this will very, very slowly build me up rockets, because I haven't planned this out and got it working sensibly at all. But yeah, I don't entirely understand the way the system here is intended to work. But decorated as well, lovely. Ooh. Lovely. Yeah, probably that one. I don't know. So yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 of these things up already. I guess it's going to carry on launching them. Things you made a points between triangles that you need to fill out with sails. I don't know what you mean. I don't understand. Are these? Yes, I've got these nodes up here. Oh, I see. So I put these nodes out here like this, and I could perhaps delete. And you're saying I can space them a bit further out like this, perhaps, and then do that instead, and then I can. Yeah, and I need to upgrade the stress system apparently in order to put them anywhere else. But okay, so are these not actually producing any energy then? I think I might need to go off and read about this. So it's probably a good time to stop the stream, and for me to go off and actually learn how to play this game, because the information I've had so far in here has not been particularly useful. I don't really understand what I'm doing, and rather than having you guys explain it to me in sort of half sentences, then I think it's probably better off if I just go off and have a look at between streams. I go off and do a little bit of research and learn how the game works. But things seem to be basically working. Why are you sad? Because you've not got any of these. Why are you sad? Because these are coming through very, very slowly. Fair enough. There we go. Have some more bits and pieces. There we go. Right. Okay. Okay. So they're just structure points. No, I need to then fill the gaps in. Okay. That's fair enough. I don't know. Oh, Dyson sphere stress system. Here we go. This is right. Okay. So I can increase. I can get a latitude limit of 15 degrees by doing 2,000 green science. Jeez. Okay. Right. I think I sort of vaguely understand. I also think I'm aware that this is probably, well, maybe insufficient. At the very least, it's going to be a bit slow. This assembly system here is the thing that's most insufficient, I think, actually. If I can get this running a bit, I need to get this whole system here running a lot faster in order to be able to launch the rockets a bit more quickly. But we'll see how that goes. Maybe I'll just leave this running while I go off and do green science. Ooh, here comes a rocket, I think. Now, that rocket was quite big. I'm pretty sure it was a lot smaller than that when it came along this conveyor belt. But that's good. I mean, we are launching stuff. There it goes, I think. Or is that no? That's might be one of my there it goes. Sorry, that the other one was one of my logistics bots. And Interesting. It docked with one of the existing point things. I don't know. Yes, I'm going to go away and learn how all of this works, and then come back and make a video about it, saying, "Hey, I found a thing." So yes, I think this is a good point to end the stream on. I've started launching giant, weird rocket, hexagonal rocket things, so that's good. If we look on here, so we're seeing down 70% satisfaction again. But that's because my that's a lot fewer solar cells than I was likely to be launching. Maybe what I did has damaged the number of solar cells. Maybe I've just stolen all of the. So over here, it's supposed to be having half of them going each way, and I was hoping that would be enough, but maybe not. Maybe we need to start making more of these photon combiners, because there seems to be a shortage. I don't know. I'll worry about that later. But my Dyson Swarm seems to be becoming less effective, which is a bit of an unfortunateness. Although maybe that was when I was messing around with it. We shall see. Um, yes, stuff has happened. I think that's quite exciting. Starting to build a Dyson Swarm up here, as we can see. Filling in, maybe it's filling in the gaps. I don't really know. I can't really tell from. Oh, these are flashing. No, it's because I moused over them. Moused over them. See what happens when that rocket goes in there. Rocket docket. It, um. Oh, is that? No, no, I don't. I thought I saw things sticking out of those. I planned some delivering one. I don't know. I'm going to go off and learn about this outside the stream. So thank you for watching. We've done quite a bit today. We did a lot of the resource gathering that I was talking about. So I put in a load of extra coal mines and some more and another copper mine, and that seems to be probably maybe enough. Let's have a look here. We are making, yes, the processes are being made at a nice steady rate, at the sort of the rate that we can. And if I find somewhere that uses coal, maybe the painting area down here, which I've made bigger as we saw over here. Yes, there is now plenty of coal available, so we seem to be okay, and there's loads of paint available as well. So that seems to all be all right. I also, yeah, there we go. That's what I was trying to get rid of. Also built up a factory which I can never find. Was it you? No, it's not you. You're that. This one here, yeah, over here to make the quantum processors. Those are we've got a few thousand of them. They're not being made quite as quickly as I'd like, at least partly because we're not bringing in as many processors as I don't know. It's running okay. I don't know why we're not bringing in lots and lots of these processors, given that we seem to have quite. Oh no, we have a lot of them being made, but they're being used as fast as they're being made. So this is not problematic, but it's not constructing quite as fast as I would like it to be. Still, it is producing some, and we have some, and we've started using them. So the next thing to do is going to be to make the green science from this, which requires, as we discussed earlier, is going to require those processes I was talking about, and these gravitron lens things. So I'll need to start making those in quantity, which means I'm going to need to start making these things in somewhere slightly more useful. So that's going to be quite a big job. That's probably going to take most of the next stream as well. We'll see how that goes. Right, so yes, please check out the stream sponsor. That's treefall.be. They host various gaming services for you. If you sign up with the code Laurence Plays, then you get you get your first month free, and they've got a competition running in October, which will give you an additional 3 months free if you happen to win it. Involves looking for spooky stuff on their website, I believe. Let's see. There's other stuff happening on my channel, of course. There'll be what day is it today? Today's Wednesday, so tomorrow there'll be a GTA video. It'll be last week's video if you're not a supporter, or it'll be this week's video if you are a supporter. But there's something new there. Please check out the GTA videos. They're a lot of fun. They do take a little bit more effort to make, but they're rather different from the other stuff on the channel. But I think they're a lot of fun, and I do recommend checking them out. Then Friday and Saturday there'll be Factorio videos, and on Sunday there'll be the catch-up video for this stream telling you what I've done and hopefully a bit of what I've learnt about how to launch rockets and make Dyson spheres. Then on Monday we'll have the Factorio with space exploration and Crastorio 2 stream. That's the big popular stream on the channel. But and then on Wednesday we'll have another one of these, and it should start on time next week because I don't have other things happening. And I'm standing on top of an assembly machine. Lovely. That makes me wonder, actually. What if you stand on top of these assembly machines? What happens if you stand on top of an assembly machine that's running? Oh, nothing. Okay, that's slightly disappointing because they do that sort of thing where they drop down and come back up again, but your robot doesn't fall with them. Oh well, never mind. Did it move a little bit though? No, no, it actually didn't. So yes, there's lots of stuff happening on the channel. Thank you, Miles. Good night to you too, and hopefully I'll see you all. Well, you'll see me or see my videos at least all the way through the weekend, and I'll see you all in the stream on Monday. Thanks for watching. I'll see you then.